don't even know how you can
All
get
right.
away with that.
Right?
Jesus.
We're back
Live.
because my computer crashed and I don't know why, but it's not my fault, so I'm not apologizing. Congratulations.
Yeah. What
All
Josh
right.
said. I'll be honest, I don't know where we left off.
I don't know. I know we didn't get to the
Yeah.
books yet.
No. Brandon
Yeah.
and I were still going and didn't even realize that we were off air. I knew you had like your computer crashed, but I didn't realize that meant we were off air, and I don't know why that didn't click in my head. We just
Oopsie.
kept talking about books.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
okay.
posed a question to Brandon, and we both answered it. And I know, Josh,
Mm.
it might be a little different for you because you did lose your collection once upon a time in a flood. But I did ask, what is the oldest single issue you own?
Currently,
We'll say currently and in the past before you
Mm.
lost your collection to a flood.
I used to have an. I know I couldn't tell you. It was a long time ago, but I know that I used to. Is it called Marvel Mystery Comics?
Sounds familiar.
I don't.
Yes, I had an issue of those, and that was from the 40s.
Damn.
Yeah, I know I had one of those.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep, that's been the oldest one that I got, but that obviously that was handed down from my great grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really gotta hurt to lose that one.
Oh, bro, it hurt to lose them
Wow.
all, man.
Yeah.
I had the first editions for like everything popular that came out, dude. Like every single any comic book related to the death of Superman.
Yeah.
Mhm.
First edition, first copies. I had double copies of anything that came in a bag or with a collectible. All of that shit was graded. That shit was put in there. I was stupid and I didn't have it like plexiglassed up as
Yeah.
good as it should have been. And all of those went the wayside. But yeah, I couldn't even tell you what was inside the contents of that, but I or the number, but I remember the title. It was Marvel Mystery Comics. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure it was from the 40s, but it
deep
might be
cut.
from the 50s.
Crazy.
Yeah, buddy.
You
And
both
then-
have me beat.
I think that's the only one I can remember, like from the stash.
Mhm.
I guarantee you, the oldest comic that I have now came from Brandon.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what that might be. I mean, Hawkworld's from 1989. I
Yeah,
don't know if there's anything older than I. Oh well, I guess the Longbow Hunters is 1987.
yeah, 87. Yep. So I think
Yeah.
Longbowers might be the oldest thing that you sent me. The Lobo's
Yeah.
88, right?
A little later, I think that's 1993.
90. Oh,
That particular issue, yeah, that first issue.
all right. Yep. So probably Longbow Hunters is what the thing that I
Dang.
own that's the oldest now. And god damn, thank you so much.
No,
I'm
hey,
sitting there because I knew
I'm over here like trying to
what
like
happened in the
hold
book.
back tears every time I hear you talk about your comic collection. I
Yeah.
get like, I mean, not just the pain of hearing a lifetime of collecting literally washed away, but also
Yeah.
like the idea that could happen to anyone. Like I don't even know how I would go on if I lost my stuff. So
Comic
just
handed,
that literally breaks my
down.
heart to hear.
and then every comic book that that I had bought from 11 till 19,
Yeah,
and that was so fucking.
that is a life's work.
Like I had Image's entire fucking launch. Like I had like an Image's first entire like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine what those would be right now.
Well, those ones you actually might be able to find pretty easily, but it's not about that. It's about like I assume you bought it on launch day. Like
Fuck
when it
yeah, I
came out.
did.
So it's
Yeah,
it's
bought
not
it
even
on
just
launch
about being
day,
able
stayed up
to,
till 4 a.m. reading my
yeah.
pile of fucking comic books that tall.
I mean,
Oh, yes,
that's
I
the
did.
other thing too. Like it just, that's why I'm like, I'm try not to cry challenge, but like it's the books, but it's the memories too. Because
Dude,
I'm assuming
it
you
is
doing that for
'cause-
8 years is like, that's 8 years of your life just
Yeah.
washed away. All those
Every
memories
week.
just gone.
Yep, me and my little brother, who when we had tighter times, we didn't buy a separate copy. You know,
Yeah.
we would buy when we had to, we would buy a copy of a book and share it. All of our shit
Yeah.
was in there
Man.
together.
You guys must have been like better friends than we were. Because I know for a fact that, I mean, my brother stopped reading comics very early on, but he was not sharing that shit with me.
We normally didn't. It was only out of necessity. It was,
Fair enough.
you know, like if I didn't have enough money to buy the Max 7, he wasn't reading the Max, so I didn't get 7 until the next one. So Larry, put it back behind the counter for me, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
But
brother
that's
was like
neither
that.
here nor there.
He'd get some comics from his friend's dad, who was like a huge comics fan. He was kind of like my second dad, and got me into comics way, way back.
Nice.
But he'd buy stuff for him, and like my brother didn't really give a shit, but he'd put them in this tub, and I was like kind of dipping my toe into reading superhero stuff because I was still mostly reading like Tintin and Calvin and Hobbes.
Right.
And he caught me, and he was like, "Don't touch my shit." I didn't say that, but basically, yeah. And he's always been bigger than me, so I was like, all right, I won't touch it again.
Guess
So,
I'm listening.
I wish we had been that close because I didn't dare touch it. At least not at a point
No.
where he would catch me.
I can tell you, Jared and I have sent each other to the emergency room more time than anyone else combined. All other people combined, I should say. However, I mean, it was just comics. It was like he didn't even like the same kind of music that I did. He didn't like the same kind of people that I did. Comics were like the only thing that we like full on had in common.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, where we grew up at, reading comics was like something you could get made fun of or beat up for. We took that shit dog ass fucking seriously. It was just our thing because there was nobody else to talk to about it other than the guys at the comic shop. You only saw them for about an hour once every week. So, I mean, it was something that we got really protective of. And yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like when I got that phone call from him about it being completely annihilated, I cried like I heard a family member died.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it kind of is. That might sound dramatic, but
no,
I
mean, it
it's
was
like
shit handed down from people. Yeah, I mean, it was our collection, but it was also shit handed down from people that had passed on like a long time ago.
Yeah,
you know,
I
like
don't know,
my
it's
great grandfather. I never in a million years, ever could have pictured him looking at a comic book.
Yeah,
he was a Korean War veteran. He worked at the fucking salt company. He raised 6 kids that belonged to somebody else. I mean, he was very quiet, very blunt, very all about business focused kind of person. And after he died, we found fucking Wiz Comics. And it was just like totally mind blowing.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like not only is it something that was handed down from him, but it was like a secret part of him that got handed down. And you know, that's gone now. But the memory isn't, at least not yet.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I'm glad you haven't lost that. Shit, man. The only thing I got from my grandfather was just a bunch of old John Wayne Western movies. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I don't know why he loved them so much. Just a bunch of DVDs, and I think my dad threw them out anyway because he didn't want to watch them.
You got a problem with spaghetti westerns, partner?
I tried watching one once as like the Searchers or whatever it was, which I
that's
know
a
is a
classic.
pretty it's like an acclaimed one. I just couldn't get into it.
I don't
and I was
blame
like,
you. It's hard.
I'm sorry, pops. Well, grandpops.
This
You must be ashamed of me, but I can't get into it the way you did.
I got into two westerns that are like classic westerns. One isn't even a classic western. It's just the TV show The Lone Ranger. As wrong as that is to like that show, I fucking loved it growing up like nobody's business. And then there was a smaller known, littler known, not as popular known western with Clint Eastwood called Paint Your Wagons Red. And that was a really good movie, but it wasn't a spaghetti western. It was like a western drama. But other than that, dude, fucking, I don't blame you for not liking westerns. They kind of suck butt.
I just couldn't. I couldn't get into them. I'm mostly just like, I don't know. It's not even that the setting disinterests me because I like Western comics, but a lot of the westerns are just kind of. Like, I don't know. Some of them are just kind of boring.
Not even in really
like
Holiday
and the OK Corral and all of those characters and those guys and Yopley, Holiday. Those guys. I mean, those are all like classic Western characters, and I'll dig them. But like just a general fucking Western. That I mean, oh God, no, I'm really good.
Yeah, no, it's. There's only so much I can sit through.
Yep.
You'd have to really like classic Western movies to like really enjoy them.
I mean, it sense. I think he was just of that generation, so he liked them. So he'd always be in his room watching some John Wayne movie or another.
He'd be in heaven if he was alive right now with Grit TV. Hell, that's all they do. They play that
I'm
shit
sure.
on loop.
Yeah. if there is truly a great beyond, I would not be surprised if his routine has not changed at all, and he still had that recliner in his bedroom, and the glass with God knows whatever was in it. Still watching his westerns.
If it ain't scotch, it's water colored like
bourbon.
Scotch.
Well, I never knew because he wouldn't let us go in his room for more than like 2 minutes. That was a very strict rule.
Oh, with my great grandfather too.
Yeah, I didn't dare do that. I don't know why. He was so weird about it. You know, he's like, I don't want you in my. I'm not gonna do his accent. But, it's like I don't want you in my room ever. And I never questioned it because I knew what he might do if I was in there too long.
Mine was the same way. I was not allowed to go into his bedroom under any circumstances, and that's like, if you find me dead, do not come into this bedroom. And you were not allowed to go into his workshop without him being there.
Yeah. But, which is, I don't know. Like, this is a man who taught me how to chop down a tree and fire a gun, but for some reason, that room was off limits forever.
That is kind of weird.
Like, all things.
Hey man, our grandparents have some fucked up shit. Like, look, I didn't just find Wiz comics. I also found a picture of him. This quiet, but you know, I mean, I looked up. It was my great grandpa.
Yeah.
Found a picture of him holding up a decapitated head.
Oh,
like on the war, and he's just holding it up by the hair. So it's like, you know, I found two different things out about my grandpa I didn't know. Don't go in the fucking bedroom, Brandon.
Yeah, you know, maybe you have a point. Maybe some things I'd rather not see.
Yeah.
Fair.
And never ever volunteer to be the person to help clean out a house after somebody is deceased, because you get to know them in a way you never wanted to.
Yeah, that's why I've never had that experience.
Oh, lucky you.
I'm reminded, maybe only because I've been on a kick of Always Sunny in Philadelphia watching old episodes, but
Oh my god.
I'm reminded of that episode where Dee and Dennis's great grandfather passed away.
Oh my god, yes.
I haven't gotten to it yet.
They find the old. Oh wait, yeah, I shouldn't
Well,
spoil
it was
Yeah.
like
Oh, I mean,
season
there's like
7.
30 fucking seasons, homie. I'm on season.
Yeah.
I'm 2.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow, yeah, still pretty
I
early.
mean, it's kind of a spoiler, but like also gets shown very early on. I won't say it, but Brandon knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that one should definitely be a surprise.
Guaranteed that I'm
Yeah.
not going to remember it in 6 years worth of TV in between where I am and that.
Fair enough. I'll just say
Oh,
it
man.
then. Where they find out that he was a Nazi.
Oh, wait. I have seen that one.
You have seen that one,
yeah.
Not in order, but I
Yeah.
have seen that one. Yes, they found.
Because
Yeah,
they
found the uniform.
they're trying to find
like, fucking
the old
napkins
like
and shit.
video footage. Yeah,
They found napkins with.
they're like,
Nazi signs
oh,
on
remember
the
when Grandpa took us to summer camp and it was so much fun? And look at that guy, he was crazy. And they plug the sound in, and it's the most horrible shit.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
And then they're like the whole time they're like trying to like they're in denial until
Yeah.
at the end Mac was like, by the way, your papa was a Nazi, and then like Dennis's face just like, what the fuck?
Is that the same episode where they're like
You're trying to sell the uniform on eBay and Charlie's
oh
wearing
yeah.
it.
I remember there
Yeah.
being another
Yes.
episode. I can't remember if it's the same episode or a different one where they're like
Wait a second.
they're deciding whether or not to pull the plug. And they're like, well, I mean, he's a Nazi.
Yeah, that might have been.
Oh no, I'm on
I
season
can't remember
5.
which episode that is.
Jesus.
Okay.
Oh damn.
I'm
yeah.
almost
Yeah.
done with
Okay.
season 5.
You still gotta
Because I've
wait.
been watching a little more Sunny than I thought I was. You guys
Season
were like, you gotta
17
watch.
just started.
Fucking
You
man.
still got a ways to go, but it's
God.
good shit.
Did they or did they not find out where their fucking boundaries were on season 1? Jesus Christ.
Right.
Yeah, they would
That
always
first
find some way to
episode,
take
dude,
it
I
to the
was
limit.
like,
Yeah.
how did this after the first episode? I'm like, how the fuck did this even how did they allow this on television?
I mean, it was also like 20 years ago, and it was on
Mm.
very late night adult access cable.
Yeah, but I'm still convinced that nobody can change it differently. That I heard Charlie drop the N-bomb in the first episode.
I don't know if they went
Uh,
that far.
I'm pretty freaking sure.
I feel like that was definitely in that first episode.
Yeah.
But honestly, as shocking as that one was, the one for me, well, there were a few that were like, are they going to go that far? Is there a point where you can go too far? But the one that I was like, I don't know, they might be pushing it was
With the brother and sister hooking up.
with not even that, not even like the McCoyles and their weird incestual thing.
Yeah.
It was there's like that episode where Charlie's dating a teenager and he doesn't know it.
Oh
I was like-
god!
I was like, is this is this going too far? Is this a
forgot
little
about
too
that.
far?
But didn't Kirkman? I could be wrong, but wasn't discovered at the end that she wasn't actually a teenager? Was discovered at the end that she was a teenager?
No, it's discovered at the end that she was.
She
a
was
teenager.
a teenager. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That was the thing, because like the mom comes in and she's like, "That's my teenage daughter" or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Yeah. Yeah.
Mac and fuck, what's his name?
Charlie, Dennis.
No. Dennis. Mac and Dennis are like, dude, check her out.
Maybe there's a
I
reason
have
why
been
some of the
enjoying that.
later episodes are the more memorable ones.
You guys telling me to go back came at the same time that I decided to pick up Mythic Force.
I still have to
And
watch that.
Yeah, I haven't
I
seen that either.
really enjoy that, man.
I've
Like,
heard
yeah.
okay,
nothing but
so
good
the
things.
first episode is like you're watching it because you're a fan of the dude and
Yeah.
you want to see what happens. And then
Yeah.
once it hits that second season, is like it like really gets stride. And funny enough, there's Nazi jokes, like a big one in the second season, and it's a really good show. It's pretty damn funny, man. Pretty
Yeah.
damn
Well, I know
funny.
the actor who plays Rickety Cricket, or just Cricket, is on that show too. I don't know like how much he's in the show, but that was
I
another
don't.
thing too. I was like, oh,
Who's
he's
Rickety Cricket? I'm sorry, my brain
oh
is.
man. So do you remember the
He's-
episode where they meet the there's like the stain on the wall, and they're like, oh, we gotta call the priest because it might be sacred, and they
I
call
don't-
the priest, and the priest is like this old guy from high school that they knew who had like walkers or whatever, but now he's become a priest, and then it's a whole story, but basically like he leaves the priesthood and then just becomes a fucking mess throughout the
Yeah.
series.
Okay.
And they
Yeah,
make his
but yeah,
life
the actor
slowly
who plays that
worse.
guy, I saw he's also on the Mythic Quest show.
Yeah. He's
I'm not
hilarious.
sure. I don't think
Yeah.
I've seen it, or if I have, I haven't noticed the
You-
decline. What's his
Well,
name?
the-
Rickety what?
Rickety Cricket.
Rickety.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, I typed in Rickety and Cricket is the first thing that popped up.
Yep.
Yeah. The decline happens across the series.
Yeah,
And
like
you
it's
get,
a
every time
recurring
he
joke.
shows up, he gets worse.
He's just more fucked up.
Yeah. It was he and D. Well, he had a crush on D in high school.
Yeah.
And she just rejected him left, right, and center.
Oh, yeah, no, this guy
Yeah.
is like he's a main character. He's one of the
Oh,
main
okay.
characters.
I didn't know.
It's him, McElhenney, and a character named Poppy that are like the
Interesting.
main characters, and then there's the dude from Community, and this is his absolute best work. The Indian dude from Community.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Pudi.
Danny Pudi. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, I love
this
Danny
this
Pudi.
is his absolute best work ever because it's so subtle.
Wow, that's
It-
high
it-
praise.
And the chick that is the assistant, she's David's assistant, who is David is Rickety Cricket, and she might be the funniest fucking person I've ever seen on TV. And I watch
Love that.
a lot of stand up. But the writing and her delivery is phenomenal. You got to
Mhm.
watch it just to watch her.
Yeah.
But the
Well,
rest
now
of
that
it
you
is really
said that,
good,
yeah,
too.
I feel like I'm overdue to check it out.
Yep. Watch all of Mythic Quest, and then after you catch up on all of that, there is like a little short 2 or 3 episode spin-off show, but it's only like 2 or 3 episodes called Side Quest
Okay.
about lesser characters that are fan favorites. And they kind
Love
of
that.
there's kind of like 3 little episodes for those. That's kind of cool. It's good
That's awesome.
stuff, man. I like Rob McElhenney. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no,
He's
he's
a good
hilarious.
guy, crazy guy, no filter, just like Ryan Reynolds.
I mean,
that's why
they
they're
all
friends.
just have the trio, not counting Sweet D, of course. Just I don't know
She's in
what it
all
is
kinds
about
of
their
shit.
acting, but like the actors for Mac, Dennis, and Charlie have some of the best comedic delivery I've ever heard.
Oh, by far,
It-
yeah.
it always hits. And there's so many things that like I just think of it, I just bust out laughing. Not even because the joke itself is like incredibly funny, but it's the
No.
way that you say it that just makes it so much better.
There is no one on earth that has better timing
Oh
than
man.
Charlie Day.
Yeah. Oh my
Because it does
God.
Charlie Day, and that's the thing about Charlie Day is that his fucking timing is so good it doesn't even necessarily have to be funny. It's just it hits you at that perfect second where it's catching you off guard. And
Yeah.
it's he's just good, man. And then McElhenney, he's all over the fucking place. Sweet D, who is the other Olsen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's great.
she's in
I
a
feel
lot
like
of
that
shit,
was
and I
I was
enjoy
kind of
the-
underselling her, but she was she showed up for a couple episodes of like Curb Your Enthusiasm. I haven't really seen like the other shows that she's been a part of. I know she's in that show, The Nick, but
Yeah.
like in Curb Your Enthusiasm, she was hilarious.
Yep,
It was
she's in that
great.
show,
It was
The Vic.
she was such a great counter to Larry David. That
And
was like
she is
one of the funniest episodes of that season.
she's also the main character in a new show called High Potential.
Mm.
And she is a super genius kind of chick who, and they play it reality because the long story short, she has a hard time functioning and getting along with people, holding down jobs and shit. She gets inadvertently adopted by the police department because of her ability to notice details and solve crimes. And it is really good. I enjoy it. It's like a cop drama with comedy, and it's the only cop show that I watch. It's the only cop show I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Like regularly. I've given plenty of them a fair shake. I couldn't even Nathan Fillion couldn't even make me like The Rookie. So I mean, there's that.
Dang.
I know.
That's
right?
unfortunate to hear because that's another show I kind of wanted to watch, but really only because I like Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
Oh, don't.
I've seen clips here and
stop
there,
it.
and it looks interesting.
Yeah.
What the hell am I watching last night? I started watching Hacks, and I'm in the second season, and there's a guest appearance from Shitty Jimmy, and I'm laying down watching, and I sat up pointing at the TV, and I was like, Shitty Jimmy.
I feel like
I can't remember what his name is.
Like anything, yeah, I can't even remember the actor's name.
Nope. But that was
him. Hacks is great, and the creators of that show were like lead writers on like the first couple of seasons of Broad City. So that was another one that I was like, oh man, I got to check this out because I forget his name. It's like Paul W. Downs or something. But he's his comedic timing is great.
Oh,
that was another one I wanted to check out.
Good.
There's too many fucking sitcoms, man. I can't keep track of this shit.
The good ones though that live forever are few and far between.
Ugh.
Shitty Jimmy wasn't a sitcom, but it damn sure was close to it.
What is that? What is that actor's name? I feel like I should know that. That's so bad.
I feel bad that I call him Shitty Jimmy. Does that make you feel better?
I mean, not.
Shitty Jimmy.
I just felt bad because like I can remember other actors' names on that show, and I can't remember his. Chris Gere. Yeah, not the most memorable name, but
Chris.
Anyway, it was great. Yeah,
that's not anywhere near what I thought it was. I was pretty sure
for some reason I was thinking
names that had a middle initial and shit.
Like I could kind of remember Gere, and I kept thinking it was Richard Gere, but I was like, wait, no, that's the other guy.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense. But yeah. I don't know. I guess he hasn't really been on like too much since that show. At least not that I can see him looking at his credits.
No, but he had that bit part in Hacks, and he was pretty good.
Which is a shame. He's so good on You're the Worst. Like I don't know.
That's what the name of that show is.
Yeah.
If you have not watched it, people listening, and Rob, watch.
It's great. It's heavy, but it's great.
Worst. It's fucking hilarious. Like highbrow humor, super dark humor. It's hilarious, but it also is a fucking emotional roller coaster. You're gonna fucking fall in love with these people, and you're gonna hate these people, and a combination of both.
Roller coaster is I think one of those times where it's like that is absolutely the perfect way to describe it, because one moment it's like, oh, Sunday fun day, haha, jokes as usual, and Jimmy's trying to get a bookshop to, prop up his book a little bit more because it's not selling like shit. And then you'll have one episode, actually you have a few episodes, and it's just all about Gretchen's depression, or God, what's his name? Is it Oscar, the vet? Anyway, his PTSD, and it's just like, Oh, that's heavy. It just weighs on you, so it's frequently up and down emotionally. Sometimes it's very light. Sometimes it takes a lot out of you, but it's worth it. It's totally worth it. Hello?
Hey,
Oh,
yeah. Sorry, I was waiting.
did we lose
I thought
Rob?
Josh was gonna say
Did
something.
Josh?
Oh, I was saying something. I just had myself
Oh,
muted. I said, well,
oops.
I think we've been talking about TV for about as long as it takes
Yeah,
for a short TV show to air.
we've lost
Yeah.
the plot completely,
Yeah,
and we still have a ton of news.
yeah, we still have a ton of news.
Oh,
But before we
Let's
get
just
into
try to get
that,
it condensed. We're almost 7 o'clock already. Go for it, Rob.
my reviews are
Josh,
short.
Let her
So.
your camera is not on you. Okay.
Not sure what you're talking about.
Yeah, we're not seeing. I don't know. Brandon, do you see Josh?
No,
Okay. You see his browser, right?
no,
Oh, what do you see?
just you.
Oh, you don't see Josh at all?
Mm. Like usually he pops up when he's talking, but I don't see him.
Interesting.
That is so weird. Do you click
Yeah.
the new invite when I send it, or do you join from the?
Oh wait, oh here we go. Yeah, no, I can see like your screen, I assume, because I see the This Week in DC. But
Yeah, that's what I see.
oh
Yeah.
okay,
But not
Yeah.
me.
No.
no,
Interesting. And so,
But like
well,
when you talk, a little green circle appears on the screen you're sharing. So I was assuming that you're like I thought maybe that was your camera view for some reason.
no, I'm not sure what's going on. It is producing correctly out for the stream, though. The screen that I'm sharing is just for you guys, and
Oh, okay.
I am showing up out there. So
Fair enough.
sorry you can't see me, but also, hey, congratulations. You don't have to see me.
and
But
deprive the world
like
of your beautiful smiling face.
the problem
Please.
is I'm not gonna know when you're muted.
Oh, well, I'll do my best to focus.
All right. Yeah, so a lot of stuff has happened this week. Most notably, I will say, is that for the first time in history, all three of us saw a movie in the same fucking weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that movie
Superman
is Superman. James Gunn's Superman came out last weekend.
Long awaited.
My goodness. So good. Josh and I agreed, and Brandon, I don't know if you agree, but I like for Josh and I for sure. I know he said it as well as I did. It has taken our top spot for Superman movies.
Absolutely,
Ooh,
100%.
wow.
Yeah,
Ah,
it
man.
is very close with Superman the movie and Superman 2, which I'll
Yeah.
be honest, I like Superman the movie more than Superman 2, but
What?
yeah, I know. But it gets this James Gunn Superman just ekes out over Superman the movie.
It's definitely top three. I want to still put it at second place, but I don't know. Donner, the original Superman 78, just it has that magic that it was like Batman Begins. Like first time I saw it, I just knew it just was
Yeah.
different. But this is easily the best best Superman movie we've had this millennium, this decade,
Yeah.
whatever you want to say. Not that
Well,
that's very tough competition.
I might get roasted alive right alongside Rob. Scoot over on the skewer, man. But this is the perfect Superman. It was like how I see Superman in the comics put on the damn screen. It every ideal that I have about that character was heartily represented in that movie, and I absolutely love it. I will. Rob's. I don't know what kind of drugs he's on, but it's the wrong ones. It goes Superman, Superman 2, Superman the movie.
Wow, above Superman the movie, Superman 2, really?
Okay, I'm
Yes.
glad I'm not the only one that thinks Josh is crazy.
Yeah. That is an insane take.
I mean,
So I've heard.
I said that because I know a lot of people put Superman 2 above Superman the movie.
Ooh,
I do.
I've never heard that before.
I
He's
think, and I
probably
could
only
be
thinking
wrong.
about how loud I was when I said it last.
No, I'm pretty sure Glenn did too. I think I saw him say that
Really?
on Twitter. Yeah, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he said that on Twitter. And I hear a lot of
That's
people
good.
talk
It is just yeah.
amazing things about Superman 2. It's just Superman the movie 78 was better for me.
I don't know. It's like maybe this is the best comparison, but Superman, the first Superman, has the same charm and appeal to me that Star Wars does, where
Yeah,
maybe the sequel is better on a technical level and I don't know, some story stuff, but you can watch the original Star Wars movie and watch nothing else and you would still be just as entertained. And I love movies like that because you have the best of both worlds. You can keep going, but if you're satisfied, that's it. You're done. Pack it in. You don't have to watch anything else. So something that leaves you completely satisfied and either invites you to continue watching future installments or lets you just check out is perfect. You know.
exactly.
Yep. Not
I-
arguing with you there.
So
Personally,
Superman is
for
great
me,
like that. You don't have to watch Superman 2 to feel satisfied with the first Superman. You can watch the first Superman and be done and be like, that was a great movie. Well, on to whatever comes next.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's something about it. It's still just, oh yeah.
For
Like I
me, it
rewatched
comes
that.
down to two moments. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Oh no, just I rewatched that recently for Superman Day back in April, and I was like, man, this still holds up.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're 100% right. Now, for me, it comes down to two moments because both movies fantastic, like cinematic masterpieces of their time. Well, at least for superhero movies, anyway. And the stories themselves, fantastic. Acting, fantastic. But both movies have a moment near the end that are campy, weird, and make you go, that doesn't make sense, but I'm gonna just enjoy it anyway. And for Superman the movie is when he flies the Earth in the opposite direction and turns back time somehow, right? And then Superman 2 is when he just grabs the S off his chest, throws it at Zod, and he just falls. And then, but the S is, and nobody knows. That never gets talked about. What the fuck was that? That's what it comes down to. And like, that thing with the S bugs the crap out of me because I have nothing to go on there. But when it comes to Superman spinning the Earth in the opposite direction, again, I'm going to quote Always Sunny. I know it doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough about the Earth's rotation to dispute it.
Well,
right?
funny that you should mention stuff like that because I think what made this Superman movie, James Gunn's Superman movie, among many other things, so endearing to me was this movie did not give a fuck about trying to rationalize things in the real world.
No.
Right? For all of the flaws of Man of Steel, and there are many, and there are some positives, I will give it that. It was so focused on trying to have that realistic, grounded Superman. I hate that because with a comic book movie, it should be about the wonder. We know what the real world is like. We live in it every day, and it sucks. But with Superman, you can imagine all of these wonderful possibilities and just let your imagination fly. And this movie absolutely took that one to the max because, again, I don't. Can we talk about spoilers here? Because there's one scene in particular where I was like, they don't give a fuck about science.
I'll say we'll talk mild spoilers. It has been out a week, and I will give the listeners a little warning. We will talk a little bit about stuff that happens in the movie, but we're not going to give away like major spoilers.
Oh yeah, it's not a deep spoiler. It's just a scene in particular. And yeah, spoiler warning, obviously. But the scene to me that was most evocative of like Superman flying around the Earth and turning back time, that sort of like nonsensical comic book logic was, and I still laugh thinking about it. But Superman, Krypto, and Metamorpho approaching the black hole, and Superman using super breath to blow himself away from a black hole. And if that is not the biggest fuck you to realism, I don't know what is. Because not only were they at the like literal edge of the black hole, but within proximity, like seeing distance of the event horizon. If you know anything about the gravitational pull of a black hole, and I'm not an expert, but I know this little, you are done by that point. Your body is getting ready to be spaghettified. So there's no way for you to overcome the gravitational density of a black hole at that point. So for you to be able to do that,
like a fucking
like oh no, it's not even crumpled. Like your body is
as you're
stretching out.
You're approaching the event horizon, your body crumples like a piece of paper, and as you cross it, it stretches out into those fucking tiny spaghettis, and it's wild. But it makes
like
you
Scarlet
wonder
Witch
if
on
it's
Reed
not
Richards.
possible.
Exactly. Bring back that horrible image from Multiverse of Madness. But anyway, so I know there are going to be. I'm sure I haven't seen it because I really haven't paid attention to some of the chatter from certain fans who prefer that level of realism. But I already know there are going to be people like, how could Superman use his super breath if he was already approaching the event horizon? He should have been sucked in. Superman can't overcome gravitational pull.
Well,
like,
here's
like,
the thing. If
no
you
one
go back,
gives a shit.
While
No one cares.
Listeners, you check this out. Brandon, you pay attention. It says that it is like a black hole. It does not specifically state that it is a black hole, but it does specifically state that it is
Josh,
like. Hold on. I'm not trying to science it or anything, but what I'm saying is it threw that word in there. That is a catch-all for idiots like that are going.
I'm just saying, Josh. If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's probably a fucking black hole. You can say but we know what other object in the universe has such a large attraction besides, I don't know, a star or any other thing.
If I can play devil's advocate,
portal to a world that is quite the opposite.
Could be.
Theoretically speaking, if all of the electrons are positively charged, there are negatively charged in there, then it would like a vacuum.
That's true, but we also don't know what's on the other side of the black hole.
Exactly. That's why it's
no one
like a black
can survive that. Yeah.
I will posit that it's either Bizarro World or Earth 3.
I've seen that, and I feel like, given James Gunn's affinity for the more classic elements of Superman, it will be something like that.
Yeah.
It could be even a whole Bizarro verse, if you will.
Yeah.
Which I think would be pretty fun.
Now, I'll play devil's advocate here and say that based off of NASA research over the past 5 years, we know it doesn't even look like a black hole. Because we now have a mostly high definition color photo of a black hole, and it has an orange outer rim. It doesn't have a multicolored rainbow outer rim, and it's a lot more compact and a thicker line. And this version of what may or may not have been a black hole is more of an artist's rendition of what a scientist is roughly describing a black hole to be, instead of what we actually have a photo of a black hole looking like.
So what you're saying is that it's like a black hole?
Yeah. I'm saying it's a portal.
Even if not a full black hole, it still observes all the properties of a black hole, namely its high gravitational pull and ability to bring and suck in all light, which you could see it doing in that scene. So my point is, even if you want to like pretend that it's some different version of a black hole, it's still doing all the same things that a normal one would do.
It's
would
sucking
all the same
in
properties
and absorbing, but what you see it not doing is spaghettifying things.
Yes.
That's the difference.
That's what makes it like a black hole. It's a vacuum, but it's not a
Mm,
condensed molecular destruction.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
don't want to
it
get too in
wasn't.
the weeds about it, but
Yeah,
the point is, in regular logic, no one would be able to survive that. But because
no,
this is Superman, you
yeah.
can. That's
At
the
the
Yeah,
point.
end of the
because he's
day,
fucking Superman.
Yeah.
that's the campiness moment in this movie. Is there's no way his super breath would have saved him from that.
Yeah.
But again, it doesn't seem right. But I don't know enough about black hole like things to dispute it.
Yeah. Never mind the
So
fact that they were literally apparently swimming through a river of anti-protons or
yeah, and
something,
like I
which
know you're a superpowered Kryptonian, but how the fuck did you survive that?
again,
Well, you know what?
Superman.
We have
Yeah.
no idea what a river of anti-protons would even be, but we can imagine that it would destroy a human upon contact,
Yeah, I would
even
imagine.
within close proximity. So, if Superman can survive that, then obviously he could survive something like a black hole.
Mm.
I'm gonna
No,
get
I want to
through
see
the
Superman
fucking
fight tanks
river of anti-protons.
and the
That was a
military.
fucking stretch.
I don't want to see him blow himself away from the black hole. That's too dumb.
No, it should be like the comics. I want it represented correctly. I want him to
Yeah.
be more human than most of us. That's Superman. I want him to have realistic emotions. I want him to be a real person. Superman's like the best of us, right? That's who he's supposed to be. And
Yep.
He's also one of us. So he's got those ups and downs, those checks and balances, and all of those emotions. And it was perfectly captured with David Cornsweet. And
Yeah, he did a phenomenal
also
job.
with Nicholas Holt in
Oh yeah,
Luthor.
and that was
point,
one other thing I wanted to say,
including the crying at the end.
Yeah, this is the other thing I wanted to
that was
say, and this is where my take may be controversial, because everyone loves Gene Hackman, and I do love Gene Hackman, but I have to be honest, I think Nicholas Holt probably is my favorite Lex Luthor.
100.
I think that's more to do with the writing in this movie just being perfection, but just being more perfect for the Lex that I have in my head versus maybe the one others will have. But for me, that was easily the best one, the standout, if you will.
Yeah, he did it so well. It was written so well. The crying at the end, that was perfect for a narcissist seeing his perfect plan laid out, coming to, complete destruction, realizing he's falling out on his ass in front of everybody, even though he's thought of everything. That was the perfect Lex. It was the perfect Superman. I'm gonna catch shit here, but the way that Lois was written required no certain actress. So I hope that we can see more of Brosnahan's character work going forward. But I kind of felt like Lois was,
but she did a really good job.
Yeah,
generic
I don't know.
female hero.
Yeah,
I think
you know what I mean.
I think
I want to see more. I want to see the Lois that
she may not have had
very brash with her mouth and doesn't take shit.
Yeah, well, I think she was definitely fairly brash in this movie, but ultimately the focus really was on Superman, so we didn't get as many scenes of her being kind of the
Lois.
How should I put this? More aggressive reporter that we've seen. She does the work, and you sort of get it during the interview scene.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
I think that is like the most clear-cut example of like the Lois Lane biting reporter that we got. But
yes, and I need more
for
of
what
that.
I was very happy. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, sorry, I blanked out on that fucking interview part there, and she did do phenomenal there. So yeah, I just need more of that Lois in the rest of the movie. Yeah. Like when she was flying through the MCU. Anyway.
I just like the movie has been on my mind so much. It's not perfect. I will admit that. I think I was one of the people who's like a couple of weird editing things, and the pacing threw me the
Story-wise.
first viewing, but I think I could get a little bit more into it with the second one. But
Really?
I just I don't know. I find myself thinking about it so much, and I think it just had such a positive impact on me. And more than anything, I don't know. It's like it's so refreshing to see a movie that is not embarrassed of itself. Like it feels like it has to rationalize it for someone who perhaps doesn't understand. And I don't mean this in a gatekeeping way, but like just be unabashedly, unashamedly true to your comic book self. Like we have the whole Daily Planet cast, and they are as they've always been. We have crypto, and we have the Superman robots, and all this stuff that seems silly on the surface, but it means something, And that for me is like the moment we get to the Daily Planet, I was so into it because it felt like, wow, we're really treating this with the gusto that it deserves, and just embracing
Perfect
everything.
Cat Grant. Perfect Steve Lombardo.
Perfect Jimmy.
Lombard.
I knew he was going to be good.
Oh,
yes.
Jimmy was
I already love that actor because I
good.
saw him in Booksmart as Jared, and he's fucking excellent in that movie. If you haven't seen Booksmart, you should. It's like the spiritual successor to what's that movie? Oh my god, why am I forgetting? Superbad. But he was so good in that movie. The moment I saw the casting announcement, I was like, "This is the guy," because he's so funny, and he just killed it.
I still laugh when I think
I love how they
he's
with
what's her name? Lex's. I can't remember her name.
Lex's
Eve. Yeah. In the alleyway, and she's like, Lex is torturing her dog last night. She's Jesus Christ, and she's just completely oblivious, and he's just like, what?
But she wasn't. It
no,
turned out
the one that
wasn't
the one that sticks for me is like they're on the phone.
On purpose.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, the one that sticks with me, where they're on the phone and like Eve's like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave Lex. I'm gonna send you all these photos, but you have to stay with me for the weekend." And he's like, "How long?" She's like, "All weekend." All weekend.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So
I'm happy that Jimmy as a ladies' man, though.
Oh yeah,
a couple of Daily Planet interns were checking him out. Just like,
I just love it. I love that they were like, yeah, Jimmy Olsen is that guy.
Yeah,
sometimes he is.
Lombardo
Sometimes
was
he's
that
definitely the butt of
guy.
the joke. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
I wish Ron Shroop had more speaking lines, because he always felt like he's like the second best reporter in the bullpen, right?
Yeah,
right behind Lois Lane for me. If not,
I feel like they could have done a bit more of a dynamic between Ron and Steve Lombard. I guess I'm thinking of some of the stuff from Action Comics where they kind of had that back and forth. Like he's kind of the meathead, he's more intellectual, but I don't know. Maybe that's something they'll save for a Daily Planet TV show. Wink, wink.
Please,
that could happen.
I was like, dude, this would, with this cast, this dynamic.
Sold.
You'd be sold, man.
The one scene that like completely sells me on that is, again, spoilers, when the Daily Planet, mild spoilers, when the Daily Planet's like on the verge of collapsing, and all the reporters are running out, but then Jimmy, Lois, and Perry are just sitting going over the case. And Lois is giving him giving Perry all the info, and Jimmy's just with her, and it's like, this is perfect. This 100% the characters, and I would watch this shit a million times.
Oh, easily.
Yes,
you know how
because
even if they
three people know,
but
I would need to see that
Creature
cast.
Commandos.
I would need to see that cast for sure. I would love to see it in live action, because that solidifies it right there, that those three people are all about the news, and that is their lifeblood. Right?
Dude, a
Which
Daily
is exactly
Planet
who they are in
TV
the
show
comics.
Could be easily achieved if they made Lois editor, because you'd have to get rid of her, right? They made Lois editor, and she only showed up sporadically, and then the rest of the show was Jimmy Olsen and Cat Grant and Lombard and everybody, like in that.
Well, I would want Lois to be the main character.
Mm.
They wouldn't make. She's fucking Lois Lane in the Superman movies. They're not going to have her be the main character.
They could
in the
definitely.
TV show.
I don't know. I feel like they might be able to work something out. I think that would be fun. Plus, I already know that actress has done a ton of TV anyway. So,
Well, I mean, I know
Wouldn't be
she
that big a
has,
stretch.
but I don't see them throwing her through movies and then TV show, and then it'll be another movie again and then TV show. I mean, it feels like that'd be like putting her through the ringer a little bit.
Well, it doesn't
Oh,
have
no,
to be
baby.
like super important.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
it could
that's
be like
that's if she shows up in like every movie though.
yeah, it could be like was that TV show Agents of Shield?
Yeah,
I know. Actually, you tell me. I don't know what's
Clark
his
Gregg.
face? Clark Gregg. I don't know if he was
Yeah.
like a major character, but I know that was kind of a thing.
Yeah.
well, he
He
was
was-
like the main character. He was in every
Yep.
season, every episode. The whole
Yep.
thing basically revolved around him. But
And
he,
Tijuana.
after Avengers, wasn't really in the movies anymore.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
He was in every movie in Phase 1, and then he was killed off in Avengers, and then 7 seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., brief appearance in Captain Marvel, and that was the cinematic universe.
Would you
Yeah.
like me to summarize Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., all of its seasons condensed down to one thing?
I swear to God, Josh, you better not disrespect my show.
Agent Coulson went to Tahiti.
Okay, that
I feel like there may be a little more than that.
because that doesn't even summarize the last 2 seasons. Maybe the first
last
5.
2 seasons went, the last 2 seasons went off the rails. But for the majority and the meat and the potatoes of that, it's heavily linked to Agent Coulson went to Tahiti.
Not even just Tahiti. It was a magical place.
Yes, it was a magical place, as
place.
Tahiti is.
Yeah, exactly. Until that one time where he said it sucked. And
Yeah,
I
and
laughed
then-
my ass
and
off. Yeah. Yeah, so the Superman the movie, I'm gonna give it a 9.75 out of 10.
Damn.
Yeah.
I still give it originally 8 out of 10. I'll bump it up to an 8.5.
Right.
Yeah, really, really just strong start.
Yeah.
And already in my mind, I was thinking about possibilities for sequels, which is
Brainiac.
sometimes a good indication because that means like I care. You know, it's not just like, oh, okay, well, we're done with that. Move
Exactly.
on.
And that's we didn't even talk about any
It needs
member
to
of
go-
the Justice Gang.
It needs to go Brainiac and then Metallo. Yep.
I wouldn't mind Parasite somewhere.
I mean, other shit can happen with Metallo, but like
Yeah.
it should go that way. Like you have a major one like Brainiac, right?
Yeah.
And then Metallo that follows that because he's had all of this time to be manipulated by Lex after Lex has gotten out of prison and changed into Metallo. But I think he should be on screen. If I'm not mistaken, he's one of James Gunn's favorite DC villains. So that could
Really,
that could be
Corbin?
completely-
Interesting. I could see that. My only
Mm.
like iffy thing
He
about
likes
that
the
is that
weird ones,
Metallo has been done.
That's why I wasn't going
in
with
live
any of the
action
ones you
so
would
many
expect.
times. Yeah.
I would have gone with, well, my personal pick would probably be someone like Toyman. You know,
I was
something
gonna
you
say
can just
Toy
kind of
Man too. Yeah.
you can do
Oh, no,
whatever,
no.
but you might
Like,
want
if
to take
I-
inspiration from the animated series, which I think probably still is one of my favorite portrayals of Toyman. Just like you don't even know who he is; he's just a man
Yeah.
in the shadows, controlling the toy.
The big bad that I would love to see come to the movies with Superman is Mongol.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Like there could even be a Mongol movie leading up to his with Superman.
well, that might be a bit of a hard sell, but
But did y'all catch that in this movie they kind of teased, much to Josh's hatred, Mr. Mxyzptlk?
yeah, they did make mention of a fifth
Yeah,
dimensional
it's
imp.
just
Yeah,
some
If that was funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just. I feel like
That's
was
another
like
one I could
insert
definitely
monkey paw
see.
here for later use.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because, like you said, he likes the obscure, odd characters, and I know
Yep.
he's trying to find his way to incorporate a fifth dimensional character, which he
That's
did. The question is, will it play more of a significant role?
Yes,
Could
because
later
it'll
on,
be
who
Mr.
knows?
Mixie's Pitlick played by Danny DeVito.
Oh God! Oh, if he would, that would be fucking hilarious. But also, I wouldn't take it seriously at all.
And you should.
He
It's
charges
Mr.
out of
Mixie's
the
Pitlick.
Dandy planet and says, "You mean
Yeah.
to tell me there's been a bathroom in here the whole time?"
Oh man, that was honestly a big reason why I couldn't watch Thunderbolts, because like every time I would see Julia Louis-Dreyfus, all I could think about was Selena Meyer from Veep, and I was like, I can't take this shit seriously at all.
Yeah. All I could ever picture was her dance on Seinfeld. It's like, no,
Yeah,
no.
No. you're not fooling me. You're not
No.
some political bigwig. You're just
Yeah.
Elaine Baines.
I would pay good money for Mixie's Pitlick to show up and say, I came into Earth and I just started throwing trash everywhere.
Trash all over the ring. I pick the trash up and I
eat the trash.
Oh, man.
What's
Wait,
he calling
Josh.
himself?
Did you see that episode?
Mr. What? What does he call himself? Mr.
Mixie's Pitlick.
No, Danny.
Oh, the Trash Man?
Mr. Trash?
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah,
just
I think it's just the Trash
just the
Man.
Trash
Just the
Man,
Trash
yeah.
Man.
Or the
I thought it
Garbage
was
Man,
Mr.
something
Something.
like that.
No, I think it was
Yeah.
the Trash Man.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Trash
yeah,
Man.
I just watched that one, like
Yeah.
within the
Stop,
last few
clap,
episodes.
Stomp, stomp, clap. Stomp, clap. Stomp, stomp, clap.
Oh,
Rickety Cricket in that
Classic.
episode
yeah.
gets his throat cut by the trash.
Yeah.
Fucking metal trash man.
Oh my god. Oh, poor Cricket. Yeah.
Ricky-
And the classic thing about Frank is like he does it, and he's just like, oh shit, like he's just
Then he looks
bleeding
around,
out
he's
all
all
over the
like-
floor.
Looking at everything, he's bleeding a lot,
Yeah.
and then the crowd goes wild.
Oh man.
He just raises his hand, and everybody forgets about the dude bleeding out in the corner.
I'm just gonna keep finding new ways to talk about It's Always Sunny.
Oh, that's my favorite game. I've
That's
been
your
on
favorite
Always
game?
Sunny kick. I need to watch Ironheart. I need to watch The Bear. I need to get ready for Twisted Metal. But like, all I keep doing is gravitating back to Always Sunny episodes. I don't know why. It's been my life the past week. But back to news.
Oh man.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
for real. I'll be
That's-
right back.
Superman the movie. What order should we do this, Brandon?
Man. Yeah, where to start? Why not start with the big news? The biggest
Yeah.
news.
The Flash.
Yeah. That is the biggest news.
Actually, we should wait for Josh for that one, just so we can talk about deep
Oh, boy.
science again. I forgot that was going to be my
Lord.
segue when we were talking about black holes. I'm like, well, it's some pretty deep science we're talking about, isn't it?
Break my brain. Oh God.
Yeah.
Just go ahead. It's 7:30 already. You don't have to rip me.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, I'll get this quick one out of the way that I sent to you guys like an hour and a half ago. Scott Snyder is previewing Absolute Catwoman with art from Nick Dragotta. And she's
Nice.
set to premiere in Absolute Batman number 13, which I imagine would be October, because I think that's when we're getting that's the list we're getting
I believe so.
tomorrow. Yeah, so we know Absolute Catwoman is coming, and we know what she's going to look like, and it looks pretty freaking cool. And Marvel Comics has announced the Ultimate Universe event coming in December is called Ultimate Endgame. That's all we know so far. It's coming in December. It's called Ultimate Endgame, and it kicks off in it kicks off in December. I said that already. More info will come later this week, it said, but that was announced today, so I imagine we'll find out more tomorrow, if not Saturday. When's
It comes out like
SDCC?
on the last day of the month too, which is crazy.
Oh yeah, the 31st. Yeah, that would be 2 years since
Yeah.
So the Maker will be coming out.
I do believe so. I think it'll actually. I mean, his return probably be a little bit earlier than that, but I imagine his plans are going to take a couple months to develop and all that stuff, and who knows where that's going to lead.
Yeah.
Brandon, you only have 35% battery remaining.
Oh boy.
How
Gosh.
do you know that?
Better get my charger.
Because the website keeps track of your studio stats, which is
That's
like
not
if you're
creepy at
connected
all.
good.
What else can you see on my computer?
I can ask you to change your microphone or your headphones, and I can mute you. And
Also, that video you're watching
I can
is
see
not
your
appropriate.
Rob,
I can
don't
see how
talk about
much
that.
battery you have remaining. Change your picture.
It's just
size and
easier when I
whatnot.
don't close the tabs, okay?
It's just easier, man. Actually, you can right-click your current tab and click Close Other Tabs.
And then I have to like find it again,
Two
and you know how
clicks.
that goes.
Look,
Bookmarks.
you gotta learn the lessons we learned in high school. Always browse incognito.
I mean, who says
That's not
I'm
gonna
not?
help you find it later.
Yes, that's the Ultimate Universe. Jumping over to DC, Simon Spurrier announced on what was it, his Substack?
Wait a second.
I think so,
I
yeah.
need to see this absolute Catwoman. Where the
Yeah,
hell was that?
it's in the comics chat. You gotta check it out. It looks
comics
good. Simon Spurrier announced that The Flash number 25 in September will be his last book.
The last issue.
Yeah, of his run. Last book of his run. I don't know why I struggled to say that. Yeah, it's the last book of his run. Hallelujah.
There's much rejoicing.
Much to Josh's chagrin. But Brandon and I are happy.
Ew.
Issue 26 coming in October will feature
not like Nick Dragotta.
Wally West, written by Mark Waid and Christopher Cantwell.
Yeah.
Which
and that is
I'm interested.
That's quite the prospect.
Cautiously curious about Christopher Cantwell, but Mark Waid back on Wally. Oh God, yes. It's unknown if they are the ongoing creative team, but at least for issue 26, they will be co-writing it, and I can't wait. And it will be tying into the news that I'm going to hand over to Brandon.
Oh God, I'm not even prepared to announce it, but anyway, I'll just get this.
If you want me to go into it, I can go into it.
Oh no, I got it.
Right.
But guys. No, my one other point about the Flash is.
Yeah,
what's up,
Josh?
I think I'm starting to not like Nick Dragotta.
Why?
Do you see this Catwoman?
Yes,
I
see the Catwoman.
I probably dislike it for every reason that you like it. Yes,
maybe.
I mean, the Bubblehead's not ideal, but the rest of the suit is fantastic.
Round head. It's Bubblehead is like every other design that he's got. It's either super large or super tiny head.
Yeah.
Weird ass cat ears, like somebody's trying to be Daft Punk and Hello Kitty at the same fucking time. Dressed like not Scarlet Witch, dressed like Black Widow. This isn't. I don't know. I don't like.
Yeah, but black leather is like
this doesn't
Selena's MO.
I said dressed like.
Also, it
Black
just fits
Widow.
the aesthetic of the universe. Like that's what's more important to me.
I mean, it does.
Black Widow dresses with black leather.
I wouldn't want it to be a carbon copy of the suit she already has.
This is definitely 100% the absolute Batman universe style.
Yeah.
Yep. But
we want to talk about a book that very much is not concerned with how people are viewing its aesthetic.
Nope.
Definitely that one.
It doesn't look good at all, but the story is really, really good. The only thing I like from him is the way he draws Alfred.
Yeah.
But everything else. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
That to me is an opinion I could never have because Nick Dragotta true East of West, and I don't care what the fuck else he does for the rest of his life. That will cement him as one of the greatest of all time. Nothing else will ever take away from that. So you could draw the ugliest, worst design I've ever seen, and it wouldn't change my opinion. You know, who else could do East of West? Not a single other person. But that's neither here nor there. Rob had mentioned that the Flash is going to be tying into something that's coming, and the something that is coming is DC's next big crazy event. But unlike past events, which is, I mean, they've been teasing this stuff for a little while, but the extent of the event is still kind of unknown. But unlike previous events where they're, you know, trying to fight an enemy or trying to solve a mystery or something like that, this one is taking a bit of a different approach. And my theory is that I think Scott Snyder has some kids who are like in high school or something. And I can only imagine that they, like everyone else in high school and maybe a little older, are super into anime. And as a result, Scott's probably watched some of his own if he hadn't already watched it previously and had the genius thought of, hey, well, I mean, DC's going to do an event, right? We're doing all this stuff with Omega and Darkseid. Wouldn't it be a good idea if we did a fucking tournament arc event? So the next DC event is, I shit you not, a tournament arc of all of the superheroes facing off for a competition, basically to see who has the strongest potential to wield, I forget what it's called, Omega power or something like that. And whoever is victorious will be crowned King Omega and will face off against Darkseid himself. So yes, we're literally doing a tournament, and I could not be more happy because the biggest complaint, one of many in comics, is that they're pointless fights, right? Like, why is so and so fighting so and so? There's no point for this. You just want to see them punch each other. Well, they've thrown all that out the window and said, you know what? We don't even need to come up with a BS pretense. I mean, we still have the setup of they need to figure out who's worthy enough to go up against Darkseid. But rather than come up with some silly emotional reason to try and get them there, we're just gonna let them fucking fight. And so they will for various rounds. Like I never thought they would go in this direction because you usually don't have tournaments in comics. I don't know why. It's just not really a thing that happens all that often, except maybe the Lazarus tournament, and like I genuinely couldn't even really think of other examples. You know, it's just not a thing that we really do. You know,
in this, it's a damn shame.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe he'll be a challenger, mystery challenger. But yeah, no, I don't know. The joke that I made was like, this is the most manga-inspired shit ever, and it really is because it's very much just a classic tournament-style story, and I'm so excited for it. So the main 5-issue series, which they're calling DC KO, is written by Scott Snyder with art from Javier Rodriguez. It's a very interesting pick, featuring several tie-ins from different characters, but it's basically just going to reflect across all the titles in the DC universe. So you'll have the Superman tie-in written by Josh Williamson, a Titans tie-in written by John Layman, and what else? Oh, and of course the Flash tie-in written by Mark Waid and Christopher Cantwell. So,
which we also have
very interesting stuff.
Story ideas for what to look forward to in that issue of the Flash as well, and it's Wally and Bart in a race.
Yeah,
I can't fucking wait.
It's gonna be crazy.
Oh my god.
So I don't like, I have very limited expectations for this, not because I'm not excited, but because I kind of want them to go a little bit insane with this.
Oh yeah,
I think it's just so fun. But the
Yeah.
only request that I have, and I really want them to just lean into the trope, is during some of these fights, say it's like, I don't know, Superman versus Donna Troy or something. I really want them to lean into the storytelling trope of like having a character reflect on their backstory in the middle of a fight. And it's like, you think back to like, I don't know, some random team up you had with Donna, and it was like, I remember the time when we had to work together, and now we're facing off. It's such a ripoff of like Naruto, but I want it so bad. You don't understand. I need that. I need that. Because it will make it just all the more cheesy, and I love that.
I need it to be a combination of the tournament arc in Yu Yu Hakusho, the tournament arc in Naruto, and Dual City from Yu-Gi-Oh! I need it to be a perfect blend of that.
You more than I love you
with
right
a sprinkling of Tournament of Power from Dragon Ball Super.
I need that so bad.
Just have the opening round be Tournament of Power, free for all, everybody go until half the group is gone, 50% eliminated. Then you go into the Naruto Yu Yu Hakusho bracket tournaments, and then the finals, Dual City.
God, yeah. That would go so hard.
Right? Oh.
Anyway, I'm such a sucker for tournament arcs, so like, I'm probably overhyping this a little bit too much, but the moment I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, this is for me.
Yeah,
this is totally for me. Like, let's just have fun and do the craziest fucking fights you've ever seen.
It's gonna be so good. And as I said to you guys, I loved Countdown Versus. I think that's what it was called back in the day when they were doing. I think it was during Countdown anyway, but they had like the multiversal variants teaming up and like fighting each other to see who would be on a multiversal Justice League to fight whoever. That was brilliant. That was like my inner child getting so much joy. I was also a teenager during that, so my outer teenager was having so much joy.
Childish teenager. Yes, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that was stellar shit. So like, I'm so stoked for this. If it is anywhere near the fun of Countdown Versus, or even it's probably going to be more fun than Countdown Versus because it's going to have so many more people. I can't fucking wait. Oh my god.
Yeah. I cannot wait.
So now the question is, who do we think is going to win, or do we want to wait to see?
Oh god.
Close to the first issue, maybe we get more info. See who some possible contenders are.
Well, that's kind of what I'm waiting to see. Like, who is actually going to be in the fight? Like, I mean, yes, it will incorporate as many characters in the DC universe, but I assume not everyone's going to fight, and certainly not everyone is going to qualify for that, top 32, top 64 bracket. So I just want to see who's in the running.
Yeah.
And then I'll make my March Madness bracket. Because we got to do that.
You'll do your March Madness bracket, but before that, you have to have your Royal Rumble pick.
Oh, man. All right, I'm betting everything on Green Arrow.
Oh,
we're going all the way to the finals, baby.
Yeah, I'm thinking like story beat wise, Booster Gold is still kind of held captive by Darkseid. So I want to say it's got to be somebody close to Booster. So I almost want to say Ted Cord. But I also don't see him making it that far in the tournament,
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
some pretty
even if
he
were to make it to like the final 8 or something,
that's a hard
fight. Much of a chance he would stand.
Like the final 8 is the other members of the Justice League he was on a team with, and like he's not beating any of them. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
maybe a couple if he's lucky, but he's not beating all of them.
Never mind the fact that you're going up against extremely powerful metahumans and everything, and also characters with literal wishing rings. Like, I love Ted, but that competition does not look good.
Yeah. I need Guy versus Hal.
Oh man.
Yes. But I also need Guy versus Batman. Run it back.
The rematch of the century.
The rematch of the century.
One punch me, you bastard. I'll show you one punch.
And Guy just
That
unleashes
is-
a flurry of fists from his ring. It's like,
Rob,
take
that
this,
is the-
bats.
That is the fucking flashback. When I'm talking about the flashbacks that I need, that is the one that I need. The start of the fight is literally going to be like, for years, I have had to endure taunts from
Yeah.
everyone in the community about the one punch. But now it's all on the line, and I'm going to get my justice.
Every
My
so often,
day
Dinah
has
still brings
come.
up about how she missed it.
I'm tired of it.
Ted still wishes he had his camera.
Ugh. No more. No more jokes.
Nothing.
No more making fun of me.
Nope. Guy has to be the Vegeta of this arc.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm going
God.
to lose my mind.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. I
Yeah.
wish I could see Josh right now because I can only imagine the confused looks he's giving us.
He's either confused or angry or a combination of the two.
How much of what Brandon and I have been saying have you picked up on, Josh? Because I know you know some anime and manga, but I don't think you know
All of it. I
all
hate
of
the idea. I think it's gonna be my harbinger of doom, and I'm not gonna like that at all. That's my personal opinion. I think it's
Don't
one of the
like the idea of
dumbest
the tournament?
ideas DC's ever had.
Oh shit!
But I don't like those
I
kinds
would
of
say that
stories
breaks my
in
heart.
anywhere.
But I'm
Those
having
are
way too
just
much fucking fun
like that
imagining
kind
the
of story
fights that.
doesn't work for me at all.
Fair.
Yeah,
So,
I would say that
from
breaks my
my
heart,
point-
but I'm having way too much fun imagining the fights. To
Yeah.
even
tear
let
it
that
up.
register.
Tear it up. You guys are you're into that.
I'm
I can't
I'm over
stand
the moon. Fully satisfying, as Rob said, my inner child.
Yep.
Definitely the epitome of you and your friends getting together. They have some action figures. You have some action figures. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, we're gonna throw down. So
Getting together, playing some Soul Calibur or Super Smash Bros. Or Mortal Kombat, just
oh, dude, I haven't played Soul Calibur in forever.
right.
Holy shit! That's a throwback.
You know,
I remember getting like
Tekken.
I
Tekken
can't even
was my
remember which
game back in
one.
the day.
Yeah, it was like Soul Calibur 2 or 3, whichever one had Link in it.
It was
'Cause I
two.
was obsessed with
2.
Link. It was 2. I
Yeah, it was
got it for like
The
for,
GameCube version had Link,
yeah,
and then the
but
PlayStation 2 version had Spawn, and the
Oh,
Xbox
man,
version
yeah.
had Heihachi.
yeah. Because I would run that on my Wii because it was backwards compatible with the GameCube, and just take turns playing with friends. I was like, God, this shit is fucking awesome. Oh man, that takes me
Yeah.
back.
So I think the PlayStation 2 version had Heihachi, and the
Hmm.
Xbox version had Spawn. That sounds more right.
Damn, should have got the Xbox version.
I just remember, like, you remember how they all had weapons to unlock,
Mhm.
and there was what was it called, Nightmare Weapon?
Oh God, I barely
I
remember.
don't remember. What was like the big bad like demon kind of character in that?
Ah,
I want to say it was just Nightmare. Like Spawn's Nightmare sword was just
Yeah.
gigantic and pulsing. It was disgusting, and everybody wanted it.
Yeah, Nightmare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good times. Good times. It's actually on
Uh,
the Switch GameCube Virtual Console right now.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah, I'd love to run that back.
I
Been too
played it
long.
and I could not figure out any of the controls. And I failed hard.
Had
Because
it just been that long, or was it confusing on the Switch?
It was just confusing on the Switch. It didn't
Mm.
really translate. Like, it was like a direct rip. So like
Oh,
the
I
button
see.
inputs were like arcade style, but
Mm.
there's no instruction manual to tell you what does what button is what. You have to just kind of guess. I'm trying to do combos. I'm like, I don't know what this
Bro.
is. What is D? What the fuck am I pushing? And I'm trying all sorts
too
of shit and I
confusing.
can't figure it out. Yeah, so if they updated the inputs on the combo list, would have been perfect, but they didn't. So
Yeah. Dang.
yeah.
That
But anyway,
sucks.
yeah, but still worth
Would be
a
kinda funny.
nostalgia play.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, that I think is about all the news, if I remember
Yes.
right.
So
So yeah, Marvel DC announced their
I
next
feel like I'm
big events.
getting something. Oh,
I
what?
know I feel like I'm forgetting something too, but I think
Oh,
I want to say that's it right now.
yeah.
But even if it isn't, we should say it is for now because we need to get into some books. It's almost 8 o'clock.
Oh my god. Talking about Soul Calibur and It's
Yeah,
Always Sunny.
yeah.
Freaking craziness. Oh wait, yeah. This one's not really important, but we can talk about that somewhere else. Just that the Marvel Gargoyles crossover. I don't know if that was something you guys would be interested in.
I'm interested.
Oh yeah. I can just mention it like absolutely briefly. Basically, Fantastic Four and Gargoyles are going to have a 4-issue crossover. In when is this coming out? Like October, and it'll be written by Greg Weisman, who did the original show. It's pretty cool. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, I'm excited for that one. Crossover potential is very rich.
Well, speaking of Always Sunny, it is Always Sunny in New York. Or is it San Francisco? I don't remember where the Titans Tower is now.
Man,
It's not
who
always
even
sunny in New
knows?
York.
It is New York. Okay.
Well, it is lately, but it's honestly much more sun than we need because it's like 86 degrees, and I don't know
Yeah.
what that shit is in Celsius. So you'll just have to do the
It's not
math
that bad.
yourself.
It's
Um,
we're having a heat wave right now.
Yeah, we're just getting brutalized. Anyway,
It hit like 100 plus yesterday.
oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know exactly where the Titans are, but I can sure tell you what they're up to. This is Titans number 25, written by John Layman, with art by Pete Woods and letters by Wes Abbott. I'm going to go through this one pretty quickly. The Titans face off against the crime syndicate again, only this time with a better strategy in mind. After Beast Boy discovers that the syndicate had been deliberately trying to protect Clock King during the battle, the team decides to focus on him, or more specifically, the Titans keep the syndicate busy while Raven absorbs Clock King into her soul and reveals that his reason for being there is basically just to keep Killer Frost and Mammoth pacified. He also kind of chides him for being subservient to Deathstroke and questions him on whether or not he really wants to be Deathstroke's bitch. As Raven sends Clock King back, Deathstroke attempts to chide Clock King about his performance, and Clock King asserts that he deserves more respect for what he's giving to the team. But at the same moment, Shimmer arrives to set the record straight, telling her brother that it was Clock King who was manipulating things all along, so naturally Mammoth turns against him. And at the same time, Venadia shuts down just as Slade is trying to order her to attack the Titans. So he senses the situation is foobar and betrays Tara by attacking her in a diversionary move before making his escape. At Gar's insistence, the Titans provide Tara with care, putting her in a tank very similar to Slade's. And Gar thinks to himself that maybe, just maybe, Tara might break her vicious cycle of hatred towards the Titans. I'm going to speed through this review because I don't have a lot to say. This book has become a dud for me. This was an okay ending, but the fact that they're trying to rehash the whole like maybe we should trust Tara again, maybe we should give her another chance, like that worked the last 3 times is utterly ridiculous. But the fact that I don't know, like this whole Deathstroke operation just folded so quickly is almost comical. So I'm just like I was kind of like, oh well, maybe there'll be an interesting element to Deathstroke's story here. Like if we're not going to give the Titans anything important to do, maybe there'll be something for me to enjoy. But this issue just killed any momentum that I had for this run. So that sucks. 5 out of 10.
Oh,
Damn.
God.
Also, minor thing, but also not minor. Raven is literally a healer. How could she not heal fucking Terra? I've seen so many people talking about that, and how did they not catch that? Okay, I'm gonna stop before I get mad.
That bumps me out. That's a good fucking point about her being a healer. I didn't catch that, so. But I'm also
Just
not an
stands
editor
there.
or a comic book writer. I wasn't expecting the whole team to fall apart that quick, but the way Layman did it did make sense. Leaves a lot of stuff open going forward. I enjoyed seeing Beast Boy play the tactician. I had a good time reading it. The art was fantastic. I'm not a big of a stickler of a problem and have as big of a problem as with it as Brandon does, but the fact that regardless of the fact that I missed that Raven was a healer, is a healer, that wasn't acknowledged in the book. So that's going to drop the score down for me. 7.5 out of 10.
I can agree for the most part. It's not the best ending in the world, but I like that Beast Boy did take a bit of a center stage when it came to planning how to win the fight and using his skills from his own perspective. That was a very interesting take, but I also am kind of annoyed by this whole Terra redux. We don't need Beast Boy to like rehash anything for Terra, especially since last issue or whatever he assured Raven, like, you're the only girl for me. She's in the past, blah blah blah. But I don't think it's going to happen either. It's just right at the ending, I don't know. It's complicated. The way John Layman kind of like wrote it to have Raven look a little worried. Just, we don't need that drama. We don't need that drama. Please. Right? There shouldn't be any cause for concern whatsoever. I don't think that needs to be in this book. They're not the Teen Titans anymore. They're adult Titans. We don't need teenage drama. So with that in mind, I'm going to give
let's face it, when you're in the Titans, everybody be fucking everybody.
Sure, yes, but Raven, Terra has betrayed you, what, 3-4 times now?
Yeah.
There should be no love lost.
Have the best sex.
They also first of all, they never. Let's not go there. I mean, they had sex. They were like 14. Well, actually, I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, don't go there.
I'm not going to go there. But anyway, the point is, it was honestly like a one-sided attraction at best, and it's just because Gar was just starting to go through puberty and was overcompensating for everything. Actually, go read the New Teen Titans and you fucking find out. I mean, John Layman should do that.
Read around and find out.
Actually, no, maybe he shouldn't. Maybe he should read other Titans material because I don't think he's read anything else but the New Teen Titans. Otherwise, he might have been able to catch that Terra's kind of been a horrible person even after the Judas contract.
Yeah.
Continued to be a horrible person, but I don't want to talk about this book anymore.
Fair.
Let's talk about something good.
We've given
something I can put my faith and belief in, like a god.
I think put your faith in the fact that Garfield knew going in that Terra would think that and try to play on it and all of that. And Garth acknowledges that it was his first love, but it doesn't really matter. I think that works. Hopefully that's where it lays. Hopefully you guys aren't justified in your fears, because that would be really fucking dumb. End of Titans. Unless you wanted to talk more about it.
No, I really don't.
Oh, damn it. I didn't change the screen. My bad. There's Titans. Interesting cover.
Great.
Not gonna lie,
Next.
I like the cover.
Oh, it is. Oh, I did forget to point that out. That is honestly the only reason this book isn't getting a 4 out of 10 is because of that cover. Because I do love the homage to JLA Earth 2.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Neat.
I don't know if anyone else picked up on that, but
No, I
Oh,
did
yeah.
not pick up on that. I just thought the cover was
Yeah.
cool.
yeah, no, it's. I
Yeah.
mean, they even had the font too, which I
Yeah.
thought was interesting. And they have dark reflections, but
Yeah.
that's the
It
only good
is
thing
like
about it.
shot for shot re-image of like Slade. If correct me if I'm wrong, Slade is Superman, Tara's Batman, and Killer Frost is Wonder Woman in those positions. Or do I
I
have
do
it?
believe so. Well, yeah, I can't remember who's standing at the top and who's reflected. 'Cause I don't
Yeah.
know if it's the crime syndicate or the
The
Justice League.
crime syndicate's reflected, and the
Okay.
Justice League are standing.
Okay, it's been a while since
Yeah.
I looked at that cover.
Interesting.
You may not like that story, Josh, but you will really enjoy that cover.
Oh, that's why
Earth
they're
3?
actually
Yeah,
covers.
Earth 3 is good. Earth 2 not.
Oh man,
That's
Well,
it.
they call it Earth 2,
you
but it's
just be
about Earth 3.
lying. I
What?
remember saying Earth 2 was good, and you were like, I don't even really like Earth 2. My
Who,
name is
me?
Josh, and I don't like that book.
Power
Yes,
Girl and
you.
Huntress? Earth
Yes.
Not that Earth 2.
2? Alan Scott? What? Not that Earth 2?
No.
Not
I'm
that
talking
Earth
about
2.
Oh, you're talking
JLA
about
Earth
the
2, the book by Grant
JLA
Morrison. Yeah.
Oh, now I'm having a
Don't.
difficulty remembering
Don't
exactly
change
what's
history.
in it, but
I will send
I
you
mean-
an image of the.
for me to not like Grant Morrison, that would be something.
I remember because
get
we were having a
the
discussion
weird.
about whether or not there were any good crime syndicate stories, and I was very much defending this one because I think it's brilliant. And you were like, I don't even like that one, and I was going to throttle you.
Oh, you know what?
I
I
mean-
was wrong. It actually is the crime syndicate on top, and the Justice League are
Well,
reflected.
So that's what I was trying to say. There are two covers. I didn't even realize this.
Oh, one with the
Yeah.
crime syndicate and one with the Justice League reflected.
And I think I must have seen the one on the left. So that's why or maybe I'd seen, I can't remember.
Oh, you sent a picture. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'll save me trying to find a good quality one.
There you go.
See, I don't even remember what I'd seen.
Yeah.
But I think the one on the right might be the one that I read. With
Interesting.
that cover, yeah. Because I just like Ultraman's pose looks a little more familiar than Superman's pose. I remember Ultraman being in the front as opposed to Superman in the back.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I honestly can't remember which one. I want to say it was the one on the left. Like I think that's the one that I got, but
at the same time,
who knows?
The way they're posed on the cover of Titans with that pattern,
yeah,
should be like exactly the same as well. That's why I'm kind of like confused because oh man, it's gonna bug me. What issue number was it? Because it wasn't just a standalone book; it was part of an ongoing too, wasn't it? Or was it a standalone book?
Oh no, it's just a standalone.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Graphic novel? Yeah. Back when they used to do those.
Well, fair enough. Anywho, we can talk more about the cover later.
Yes.
Talk about some real gods.
Time for some
Old
some
books
gods.
to real new gods. It's real, it's new, and they're gods. Number 8, written by Ron V. Evan
It's
Cagle, art,
real, it's
coloring
new.
by Francesco Segala
You
with
gods.
Pablo M. Collar on pages 8 through 10, and guest artist and colorist Stepan Morian on pages 1 through 3. Summing up the first half of the book in the most accurate way possible without going super detailed. My father is hella depressed. Mr. Miracle christens their new home with a name, New Light, and that means that law says they now have to have a feast and everybody has to be there. Except not everybody shows up. Lots of people do, though. It's at this feast, however, that High Father rises. It says, basically, vote, pick someone. I'm Isaiah now. Deuces.
He's gonna watch horror movies.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Miss Martian and Miss Terrific determine Maxwell Lord is indeed involved in working with Granny Goodness and Desaad, has plans to take the baby, and wants to bring back Darkseid as he believes a new kind of black hole is actually him. Coincidence? Weird black holes? Said it that way so it wasn't too sciencey. We wrap up the issue with Isaiah in contemplation, and we see Bart and Mr. Miracle walking up and letting Isaiah meet their daughter for the first time. And we finally see him wearing a smile on his face, and he causes flowers to fall from the sky. The whole damn story is really poetic. Not just this issue, but overall, this fits right into that. Ups and downs and ins and outs. I absolutely love it. It's stellar. The art from Cagle and his guests were all damn good. So good. I haven't the slightest inkling what's going to happen. But in a very rare occurrence, I don't care. As long as the story remains this good, I'm willing to ride along to wherever this takes us with the new gods. At least so far, I'm giving this one an 8.75 out of 10.
Yeah, 8.5 for me. I could see how someone would classify this as filler, considering it's mostly just about the new gods having like basically a housewarming party. But I don't know.
Also
I
where
love
Highfather throws down the crown, man.
Sure, yeah, but even more than that, like they've just lost their entire fucking world. Like, give them a second to breathe. Damn. They should be allowed to process that a little bit.
Mr. Miracle
Well, I
doesn't
mean,
deal with depression though.
well, yeah. Not that you would know because you didn't read Mr. Miracle.
I
Anyway,
did too. That's why I know it's fucking depressing. You shouldn't
you
read
read
it while
it. You
drinking
didn't
or
read it.
listening to country music. That's for goddamn sure.
Sure. Anyway, no, I appreciate they're taking a minute to just kind of slow down and like we lost something significant. Let's try and I don't know reclaim a little bit of our community while we're here. So I love that, and I love that it takes a pause to let us do that. But I also feel like it definitely does move some stuff forward. Like Seraphin has finally showed up, and we know it's Seraphin now because he's said it. But whatever is going on with the mystery, why is he older now? Why is he acting shady? Is still yet to be revealed. So I'm just waiting for that. They name drop some of the Forever people, which was kind of like whoa, but also where are they? What happened to them? Where is Viking? Where is Big Bear? Where is Dreamer? What did you do to them, Seraphim? Don't hurt them. So yeah, I hope he didn't fucking atomize the Forever people. I think I would cry. So excited to see where some of those plot developments go. That and of course the Maxwell Lord plot. But like I said, the bulk of the issue was just taking a breath, letting Highfather, now Isaiah, kind of accept a new role, but also in his frustration, welcome new life, which I think is beautiful. So yeah, like I said, 8.5. Actually, matter of fact, 8.75 out of 10. Just talking about it made me realize how much more I appreciated this issue for what it was.
Right. Ooh, all right. Same score. What you got, Rob?
Yeah, I will also give it an 8.75. The art is just like constantly gorgeous throughout this entire book. Like every Rom V book, it feels dense, but then you get to the end and you're just like, oh, that was so good. That was so fucking good. Right?
Not only did all three of us see a movie on the same weekend, all three of us rated a book the exact same, and that never happens either.
Yeah. Buy a lottery ticket or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like this New Gods, it's something to rave about. It really is. I'm so happy there is a New Gods book right now and it's not boring.
Yeah.
Because there hasn't been a New Gods book this exciting in what? 40 years?
Oh, God.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You will have some people who will defend certain books, and I do think Walt Simonson's Orion is definitely one of those ones that deserves its praise. But yeah, a lot of them have been very hit or miss. but I keep saying it. I don't mean to sound like a broken record. What I appreciate more about this run is it's trying to really cement that it's doing its own thing. It's not completely deviating from the Kirby mythology because you just can't, but it's also not trying to just crib the notes either, and that is so refreshing.
Well, I think it's literally taking that.
I think that's what a lot of writers need to know. Like, try as you might, you will never be Jack Kirby. I know it sucks. I had to wake up and look in the mirror and realize that one day. But once you accept that and try and make it your own, you will be much better for it.
Yeah.
As with Isaiah, you can replace Highfather, but you cannot replicate him.
Exactly. Yeah. Also, do y'all have any ideas about who could take up the mantle? Because I do.
Of Highfather?
Highfather, yeah.
Static.
Static?
Yep.
Like the Milestone universe?
Like Virgil Hawkins?
What? Like, I just like far off character. I'm gonna be Static or Sideways. I was gonna say one or the other.
Probably Scott would be my guess.
I was thinking Scott as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that whole, like, I forget the name of the New Genesian feast, whatever it was called, but that whole moment felt like, okay, I'm gonna try being a leader now.
Oh yeah, no, he commanded them, and the people listened.
Yeah.
I say command loosely, like he didn't tell them we're doing it, but like he's like,
oh yeah,
join us, and everybody was like, okay.
Oh man, I like that almost I just thought of something that almost raises it another point. But isn't that the most beautiful thing, that the child raised on a literal hell world is the one going to bat for the people of New Genesis?
Right.
He who has every reason to hate
the son of New Genesis.
Yeah. Well, in the sense that he was, because of the politics of the two worlds, he was abandoned by them and forced to be raised on hell. He has every reason to hate them, and yet doesn't.
Yeah.
And chooses to lead them in their time of crisis. I love that. I just, wow.
That's what you get when you're related to Highfather.
Well, it's the same thing with Orion, despite the fact that it was retcon during what was it? Justice
League Incarnate.
Incarnate.
Yeah.
He took up Darkseid's mantle when Darkseid was basically gone. Yeah. And then that was just kind of like left forgotten in that book. But same idea. I think it would be a very interesting dynamic if Orion did take up Darkseid's mantle and run Apocalypse while Scott took up the role of Highfather.
Bro, that's a book you gotta write. That would be awesome.
I don't know enough about New Gods.
Well, it doesn't have to be a bad
Orion
guy.
doesn't have to be a bad guy. No, because even in that book, like he was like ruling the Apocalyptic hordes, but he was trying to use them for not nefarious purposes. He was trying to make them do good things. Right?
It doesn't even necessarily have to be good either. It could just be trying to maintain some sense of order or sense while the your former dictator is gone. Like, how do you rule a place like Apocalypse when Darkseid is no more?
Exactly. And it really does beg the question. I know Apocalypse is a literal hell world, but were the parademons and the Apocalyptans really evil, or was it just Darkseid telling them to be evil?
Man, that'd be a great book. DC, hit me up, please. Yes. I'll do it for you.
You know what? The more I think about it, let's co-write this shit. Let's do it.
God, yes. Oh, man.
Like, I do not know enough about New Gods lore to really write out the whole story by myself. But with you and Josh, y'all know enough about New Gods to fill in anything I need. Like, I can be your idea guy. You guys do the shit. I don't know, man. Like that would be pretty dope. But I can see that happening. Orion kind of like despite the fact that with DCKO, they're already saying that somebody's going to take Darkseid's place. But it could be a different thing where like there's Darkseid was also the ruler of Omega Energy, and DCKO is going to crown a new Omega ruler.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they're going to rule Apocalypse, right? So it could be Apocalypse still has a vacant seat. Orion could take that mantle up and run Apocalypse while Scott takes up Highfather. And
I mean,
then
I hate to be the
it's the
bearer
two
of bad
brothers,
news,
yeah.
but it currently
quote
has
unquote.
nobody in the throne right now. So if Darkseid
Right
came
now, no.
back and got it,
Yeah.
that would
Well,
technically be
that's-
someone new in the throne.
That's also because the world has been ravaged even more than it already was by the
Yeah.
Nitari. So I guess technically they're the rulers of both Apocalypse and New Genesis. But
Well, New Genesis is all but basically destroyed now, though, isn't it? Didn't it
yeah,
blow up?
I think that was the idea. Like they conquered
Yeah.
Apocalypse, brought that to heel. I think Desaad was working for that dude who was leading the Nitari, and then they advanced on New Genesis and destroyed everything.
Yeah. So maybe instead of ruling Apocalypse, Orion just becomes the new king of the parademons or whatever.
Mhm.
And whatever their new worlds will be, New Genesis and New Apocalypse. I don't know. New. Like New
New.
York, but New Genesis.
New York. Any day now. I don't like
Ruins of
thinking
old
about
New
the idea
Genesis.
that some apartment I've lived in is going to be buried beneath a new New York.
It
I
won't
don't
just
want-
be buried. At some point, it's going to be destroyed by aliens 3 times, and a castle will
that's
be built up
right.
in its place.
Yeah, medieval times is going to spring up
Yeah,
in New York, and then that'll be destroyed.
yeah, by aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, New Gods, stellar book. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. This is what, issue 8?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. It's fucking flown by. So good.
Every day I sweat a little bit more because I want this book to escape the curse of being canceled before 12 issues.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I think
really
we're
really
good.
hope it
I
doesn't.
think we're good.
Yeah. Rom
Got
V
solicits
has
up
a
to
knack
10.
of extending his runs a little bit.
Yeah.
The Vigil special case, but Swamp Thing went on a lot longer than it was supposed to.
I feel like the Vigil and the other what was that line called? We Need Heroes or something? Like all of those were meant to be like almost like pilot episodes.
Yeah.
Or pilot season. It was just sort of testing the waters to see whether or not there was a market for people to keep reading.
And I think all 3 of those books were fantastic. I'm waiting for more.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the audience wasn't there enough, but like we've seen Xanthi in a few
Yeah.
other instances, so
Yeah.
hopefully
But
other
the Vigil and City Boy have just all but disappeared.
yeah, they just rode off into the sunset and never to
Damn
be seen
shame.
again.
Well, I mean, the Vigil rode off into
And
the bleed.
Monkey King.
Yeah, into the bleed.
Yeah.
The sunset
Yeah.
of the bleed.
I mean, Monkey Prince we saw a couple times, I
There,
think.
Monkey Prince, yeah.
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 That I guess was also a little different because I think that was before that
Yeah.
special We Need Heroes line. And,
Yeah. I mean, it was
he
the
had
same
definitely had
year,
more-
I think, but it had
yeah,
a bigger lead.
yeah, definitely had a more relevance in storylines at the time, like that Lazarus Planet thing.
Yeah.
Listeners and ladies and gentlemen and everybody else, just dropping this out there. The Sid Meier's Civilization 6 Platinum Edition is currently being given away for free.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
On what?
Epic, and that's something that typically goes for $80.
Yeah.
Includes 6
Dang.
DLC packs and 2 expansions.
Damn. I guess that's, well, I mean, it might be a little late now. Maybe combating Steam, because Steam had that whole thing on sale for like $12 for a couple of weeks.
Neat.
Recently, the past month.
Sorry, I saw that, and I know I had to say something out loud so I could remember to tell Holly later.
Yes.
'Cause
Oh,
she'll
she
like
likes
that
it.
kind of game. She
Yes.
likes those kind of games. Yeah.
I love Civ.
Anyways, Sorry,
Yes.
interrupted you. Carry on.
Yes. I think that might be, if y'all are okay with it, enough about the New Gods. Let's get into a bigger mystery. Well, it's maybe a smaller mystery. Not as big a mystery as what's going on. New Gods, but it's still an interesting mystery nonetheless. Oh, it definitely has pointy ears. Detective Comics, number 1099. 99, 99, 99 for fans of Reboot. This is Elixir Part 3. That was a Mike the TV reference. If you guys don't know it, it's fucking, you'd have to be there.
Yes, we all know what Reboot is, Robert. We're exposed to Canadianisms.
I don't know. I don't remember that Reboot got that far. I never remember that Reboot made its way outside of Canada.
Like, not much, but it made it to Michigan. But that's because we had like CTV and other shit that would come across broadcast television.
Fair enough. So you know Mike the TV.
Huh?
You know Mike the TV then.
I mean, it's not ringing a bell, but I definitely remember Reboot because it was such an unusual animation style at the time.
Oh yeah. It was great. Anyway, enough tangents. It's Elixir Part 3, written by Tom Taylor with art from Lee Garbett, colors from Lee Loffridge, letters from Wes Abbott, and the cover
what did
for
you just say?
Which one?
The title of the arc?
Elixir Part 3.
Elixir. Oh, okay.
What did you hear?
No. That's what okay.
You stop it, Josh.
No, that's what I really thought you said, man.
What the?
Catwoman is not in this story.
Meow.
You meow. Anyway.
Stop making those jokes, right? Meow.
It's really hard not to. But anyway, the cover from McKellianine.
That's what I said.
This story sums up pretty simply, as we saw last issue. The members of Elixir are shooting at Batman, Cobblepot, and Bullock. Bullock takes a couple of bullets, but he is not shot in anywhere like dangerous. He's able to survive. Batman is able to protect him with his cape.
Shot in the shoulder.
Yeah, but it's not gonna life threatening. It's not like in the gut.
Yeah, I think he said it was like a clean exit or something.
Yeah,
it was a clean exit.
Yep, and it misses rotator cuff. That's how I know it was in the shoulder.
Penguin is able to get the wounded. Well, I mean, I say any wounded, but really just Bullock inside because other members of Elixir have gone down. Batman gets in his bat plane, blows the compound up, lays waste to the Elixir guard because he is fucking pissed. Takes the one in charge and they interrogate him. The guy knows that Batman won't do anything to kill him, so you know what they do? They whisper in secret the trio, and then Batman leaves the room saying, "I won't take any part in this." And this is when good cop, bad cop becomes bad cop, bad guy, where the Penguin and Bullock work together to torture information out of this guy. But apparently he broke right away because he knew with Batman not in the room, anything could happen. And he just doesn't want to be touched, I guess, despite the fact that he is mortal. I guess he wants to keep his perfect face. Batman walks in a few minutes later and says, "Did it work?" And they say, "Yeah, he broke as soon as you left." So with that, they got all the information they need, as well as finding out that the guy in charge of the entire operation is in that building. They get brought down to the basement into an airtight sealed room. They bust the door down with a bomb and find that this man has now encased himself in a thick, I don't know, some kind of carbon fiber glass or whatever that cannot be penetrated, cannot be escaped from, and he is stuck there for 5 years where Batman cannot get him, which leaves the trio laughing so much they're practically in tears because they said, "Look, all your guys are either dead or gone. They've left, they betrayed you. We have your operation done. We'll see you in 5 years. Peace out." That's how it ends. They caught the bad guy who's imprisoned himself. He's put himself in a 5-year prison sentence. Batman says, "Okay, I'm coming back in 5 years, and then you'll face the justice you deserve. You might have food and sustenance here, but for 5 years, you ain't going to live. You may be immortal, but you're not going to have a life for 5 years. And in 5 years, I'm going to take that life you did have away from you. Good fucking
Yeah,
luck, buddy.
you fucking set yourself up, dude.
Yeah, that was brilliant. We do get a little epilogue with Bullock and his old partner that now lives on a boathouse, where Bullock and him kind of buried the hatchet and said their thank yous for each other. And Bullock even slipped him a little bottle of elixir to just have a little bit of a longer life. And that is where our issue ends completely. And next is the milestone issue, Detective Comics number 1100.
Did it. 1100. God, it feels like we were just at 1,000.
Right? It actually doesn't feel that long ago, but it was like
Yeah.
8
We went
years.
to the 1,000.
I don't know, nearly
Really?
100 issues.
Jesus. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
It was like
Wow.
2016, 2017, I think.
I feel like it was a little later than that, but maybe you're right.
Maybe
So,
2018.
Man, there's only 12 numbers that come out a year, man.
Yeah.
2019. That's
2019.
still 6 years ago. Jeez.
Yeah. That
Wow.
tracks because we said Detective 900 was New 52 Detective number 19.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. And if I remember right, Rebirth kicked off with 972.
934.
Oh, wow. What the fuck? Wow. Okay. I was way off.
Little earlier than that.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought 972. Holy shit. Is
Well,
Rebirth
I've
Detective
looked at some of
Comics
the.
really that long? Holy fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
Crazy, right?
Right? Blows my mind.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of the creators attached to 1100. It's definitely some exciting stuff. Feels like they drag out Greg Rucka for every anniversary issue. I'm like, let me give this man a little bit more to do with Batman, please. Please.
Or
Get
anything, literally put
I get
Greg
he's
Rucka on
probably
any
wants to
member of the
focus on
Justice League.
I mean, look, he's got other stuff, okay? He's got that what is it? The
that thing. He's got that thing.
That thing, you know, the thing, the Old Guard, the sequel coming out. So I'm sure he's getting checks. Let's just say that. It's not like he needs it anymore, but I'm like, he could do more than just write it. He's like, I'm like, you could do more than write a 8-page story for Detective Comics. Can't you just write an arc? I know you already had your run, and also Batwoman, but I just want another one. Is that too much to ask? Please, you haven't written Batman since 2003.
Right. I just need him to write a Superman one, a Wonder Woman one, a Batwoman or a Batman one, a Batwoman one, and Aquaman. I need those from Greg Rucka.
Yeah. Well, Batwoman, I'm fine. Elegy is such a perfect story. You could definitely leave it there. But Batman, please.
What?
Superman, please. Please. His time on Adventures of Superman was too short. And it got interrupted by Infinite Crisis.
Yeah.
You just don't give a shit about Batwoman. You're like, yeah, he wrote a story for Batwoman Elegy. That's illegal.
I mean, it was good.
It's like
That's a perfect. Well, not perfect, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't really need anything else. I feel like nothing could top Elegy, you know, unless you were teamed up with J.H. Williams again. But
yeah, but why not?
Give
him the opportunity.
I don't think he's gonna work with Batwoman ever again, which sucks. That's DC's fault. Anyway, Detective Comics 1099, not the tax form.
Right.
Yeah.
That joke didn't work.
It's always great when that happens.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Someone will get that.
I didn't catch it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
1099 is a tax form.
Oh, okay. Oh, see, I wouldn't get that because we have different forms.
Yeah, I know I didn't consider the.
I should have laughed if I could have heard you, but I'm.
Whoops! It's okay. You don't have to pity me. It wasn't that good.
Not,
it was a
mediocre
joke.
I'm not pitying you. I still don't know what the fucking joke was.
Okay.
But anyway, Brandon, Nightwing, Brandon.
Hey, we
We didn't even review the book.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We're still on Detective?
Yeah, we didn't even talk about the book yet.
Yeah, Rob hasn't even given his review.
Yeah, so like
my bad.
amazing ending, I think. Well, not necessarily amazing, but really neatly wrapped up. I liked this little 3-issue adventure. Bullock and Batman worked really well together. The inclusion of Cobblepot was actually a nice little twist, and also they worked really well as a trio. I kind of dig it. If Cobblepot wasn't a complete dickhead and a total criminal, I'd say him and Bullock would make a pretty good duo, but we all know that's not going to happen. That's okay.
He even thinks so. He offered
Yeah.
Bullock a job.
They're like the bizarro version of the original Gotham trio of Batman, Dent, and Gordon.
Yeah.
Right? When you don't have Dent because he's crazy, and you don't have Gordon because he's, I don't know, in rehab or something, you get Harvey Bullock and Penguin.
Yeah. The trio you least expect.
Yeah. But the one you enjoy the most. Maybe.
But no, it was a nice little trio, a nice little adventure. I did kind of expect more from Elixir because they spent a lot of time setting up this grand scheme of things, but for it to end with like the boss just being a what do they call it, a hemophiliac? Well, he was a douchebag too, but like the guy that's like a person that's like in a bubble, basically. Like
it's not a hemophiliac. That's somebody that bleeds crazy.
That's but no, what the hell is the?
You're talking about like an agoraphobe that won't?
No, hypochondriac.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Just go ahead and say Bubble Boy. I think that's still okay to say.
Yeah, well, I didn't make that
offensive.
No, I don't think it's offensive. I don't think.
Bubble Boy.
Bubble Boy. You're Jake Gyllenhaal.
I don't get
that
reference.
It's like a hypochondriac and just fucked himself over. It's a hilarious way to end that. I'm okay with it. Yeah, it's a nice little twist at the end there. It's going to get an 8.5. Really good read. I buy a trade.
Yeah, same. Oh yeah, no, same here for me. And honestly, I definitely hear what you're saying about feeling like the Elixir thing maybe was wrapped a little too soon. But honestly, I think for me, just still kind of having PTSD from how long Heartless was dragged out, it was kind of refreshing to see like a villain that is like so bitch made that I don't know, it's not really a threat. Like they get to this guy, the man behind the scheme, and he's a total loser. I don't know, it's kind of funny. Almost
I don't think you even
like
really saw his face.
No, yeah, he's just like plugged into tubes and stuff. But it almost felt like rather than do the long drawn out villain thing, I'm just gonna have one who's a total dork. I kind of love that. So that made me laugh, and also really just all of Elixir being like total cowards. Like you get this sense that they're this mystery organization. They have all this power, and they've intimidated people in the past, and they were able to pay off Bullock and his old partner. But then they actually start going up against them, and they're like totally weak. So I kind of love that. So no, really solid conclusion for me. Honestly, let's keep the momentum going. I'm excited to see what Taylor has for the next arc in store. If we're all wrapped up with Elixir, let's do something new after we have our big celebration next month. We've got to have a celebration. So I'll give this one an 8.5 too.
Right on.
And I'll say it again, Lee Garbett, totally underrated. Did a great job.
Oh god, yeah, fantastic art.
Yeah.
I'm still not over the twist ending of just like, haha, Batman chokes on you. I'm safe from you for 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see you in 5 years.
Buddy. I put myself in here. It was a choice. Now you can't get me.
You put yourself in jail for 5 years?
Wow, thanks. Thanks for making my job easier. I don't even have to lock you up now. I can just show up and kick your ass.
Yeah.
We'll wake up in the early afternoon tomorrow by the building and you're fucked.
Congratulations, you set your bullying to an alarm clock.
All right, man. It was pretty cool. Smart. It was smart. It makes sense for the characters. No loose ends. And fantastic art from Garfield and Low Ridge together.
Yeah.
They work amazing. Dialogue was perfect. The way they finished it with Penguin, Batman, and Bullet walking up together as a team protecting Gotham. I thought that was pretty fucking cool. It makes sense, especially with those characters together. Like you mentioned earlier, it wouldn't be these same people if this was written 15 years ago, but it makes sense now. And Brandon, I guess you answered my question I was gonna have about whether or not the creative team was going to be continuing in this book, and I guess they are.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's awesome.
Taylor is on for Detective 1101, so I can't imagine they would just have him do the Elixir story and then leave. That would be kind of weird. Definitely feels like he has more in the tank.
Works for me. They did fantastic here. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10.
Very cool.
It begs a question in me. How, do writers keep track of how many 100 issues they do? Like anniversary celebration issues? Because Tom Taylor in the past decade has had a few, if I'm not mistaken. He's got Detective 1100 coming up. I'm pretty sure he did Nightwing 100, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yeah.
Right? I want to say he had a couple others. So I'm curious if, in the comic writing community, do they have a tally? Is it their own kind of community?
Did he do Action Comics 1000? He was writing John Kent for a while.
I don't believe so. No,
I don't think he was part of that.
Not at that time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Profile hadn't quite gotten that noticeable.
Yeah. Their own secret in community achievement space. It's you got X amount of 100 issues. All right, that's cool.
I don't know. I'd like to imagine that's a thing though. Cool. I've written for quite a few 100 issues and a couple of 200 issues, and maybe even a 600 or 700 issue.
Once you reach 5, you get a velvet smoker's jacket with your initials on it.
Yeah, I would totally get like a Letterman jacket.
Yeah,
have patches of all the.
It's gotta be one of those smokers jackets like they give out for the 5-timers on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, an old blazer, a nice blazer. Man. Yeah,
maybe, I don't know. I never had a Letterman jacket in high school, so I feel like I gotta fulfill that fantasy. But yeah, it's funny. I like that idea.
Yeah,
they talk about that behind the scenes.
That's cool.
At the very least, I need
shocked
Tom Taylor and Gail Simone to have that little rivalry.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah, I am surprised they didn't get Paul Dini for Detective.
Oh man,
1100, because they always get him for the anniversary issues. Yeah. Every single one.
I would love to see Tom Taylor and Gail Simone tackle a Batgirl, like a Barbara Gordon Batgirl story.
Together.
And listen. Tom Taylor writes it from Batgirl's perspective, going one way through the book. Right. Gail Simone writes it from the villain's perspective, coming the other way.
Ooh, I feel like they should switch. I feel like
I was
you know
that actually Gail Simone did Batgirl and she does it beautifully, but let's let her be there as a resource rather than the writer.
I was thinking more like a character that Tom Taylor is known for his association with, and a character that Gail Simone is known for her association with. And this would probably work better with a Marvel DC crossover. But I was thinking Gail Simone writes Laura Kinney, Wolverine, and Tom Taylor writes Batgirl. Or if you want to keep it strictly DC, and this one I'd love to see, Gail Simone writes Nightwing, and then Tom Taylor writes Batman, Batgirl, or Oracle, whichever you prefer.
Oracle.
or Tom Taylor writes Black Canary, and Gail Simone writes Nightwing, I guess, or maybe Green Arrow. I don't know.
I mean, those are all awesome ideas. It's just not them on the same book. That was great. But anyway, I think I think that would be cool.
Yeah, I don't really need to see them like co-write or anything. I just want to see
would
them
love to see them co-write.
Gail Simone makes some of the coolest fucking villains, and they're largely an untapped resource.
Yeah. I think my thing is I don't know that their styles would mesh all that well. I think they could definitely plot a great story together, but I'm imagining
that's why you come at it with different perspectives,
and it would be I don't know. It's one of those things I'd have to see, but we'll probably never get it. So what am I saying?
They might mesh better in the Marvel universe. I'm thinking now about Tom Taylor's mini a couple years ago, Dark Ages, and Gail Simone's current Uncanny X-Men have a lot of similar vibes, I feel.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, there is Tom Taylor writing Dark Knights of Steel and Gail Simone writing Red Sonja.
Yeah.
That's kind of potential.
They both wrote a fantasy.
Kind of.
Might as well get Chris Claremont in there while you're at it. Or anyone else.
Yeah. Why not? Is that a promise?
Not that he would.
Yeah. Anyway, it's about 8:30. Let's get to our last book.
Oh boy.
Find something else to talk about.
Nightwing, number 128, written by Dan Waters, art by Dexter Soy, colors by Veronica Gandini, and letters by Wes Abbott. Making his way through the horrors of possessed Titan's Tower, Nightwing fights his way through a horde of Deathwings before teaming up with one Van Z, the original Nightwing. They cross the wilds of Titanus, a forest-like space also in the tower, coming face to face with creatures called Sketch Archers. As they manage to dodge the Archers' arrows, Nightwing realizes that this space has been crafted using his memories, specifically the things that made him Nightwing, despite realizing that means he is likely fictional, he being Van Z. Van Z continues to aid Dick by taking him to a holding cell of a mythic beast of Titanus. Van Z informs him that the oracle he seeks is likely at the highest point of the prison cell, but soon after betrays Nightwing, leaving him to face the beast alone. And the beast is none other than a monstrous version of Haley, who we of course know as Bitewing. Pretty crazy. Issue was kind of a quick read, honestly. I mean, we got a little extra development with Melinda and Maggie Sawyer that I didn't really get into, where Maggie's sort of learning more about what the Spheric Solutions organization is up to, and what some of their secret motivations might be, and who is this Olivia Pierce. But the focus of the issue is obviously Nightwing making his way through the tower, and a rather strange team up with the original Nightwing. So that was a very cool reference, if a bit strange. So I enjoyed this one. I'm looking forward to seeing Nightwing face off against a monstrous Haley in the next issue. But yeah, I don't know. I like that this arc is just taking a very strange, somewhat horrific, psychedelic approach. It's really cool. And that all of the horrors are taken from Nightwing's past. So you get that awful Deathwing costume from the New Titans in the 90s. Oh, never thought I would see that again. But I'm glad to see that even Nightwing is like, no, this is in my past, and I want to see this shit. And I'm like, me too, bro. Me too. I don't want to think about New Titans 100 or whatever that was.
Just the other day, I was asking what everybody's favorite superhero team was, and you were like, Titans, and I need variety. I'm like, Terror Titans?
Well, yeah, those are less Terror Titans, more like alternate future evil Titans, yeah. But if we're going off of the worst Titans team, I don't even know that I'd call them the worst. Probably just the most forgettable. It would probably be the Dan Jurgens team. No disrespect. That's one that clearly didn't take off.
Yeah.
I know Rob is pursing his lips because he doesn't want to say something bad.
Well, no, I
about
know
his
you're right,
guru,
but at the same
but
time, I didn't
have to
mind
be
that
honest with
team when I was
ourselves.
6 years old.
Oh my god.
But I was 6
I mean,
years
I
old.
get it.
I
It's
didn't
like,
know
oh,
any
Teen
better.
Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was the team that was like not really my introduction to Teen Titans, but it was like when I was a kid, I was seeing the advertisements all over the place. This is the new Teen
Yeah.
Titans. Look at him, like, oh,
Like,
that's so
whoa.
cool. It's new. I can get into it now. And then I heard how dumb it is and short-lived it was. Like, okay,
Yeah.
well, let's not.
Well, yeah, it was new, but it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
But I do like some of the characters. I'll say that much.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely had heart. It was like
Yeah.
New Mutants, but not good.
Yeah. Honestly, that's actually kind of an interesting theory. Because the book, now that I think about it, the book does kind of remind me of New Mutants and Generation X.
Think
Like they
about
were
it,
trying
like
to do that.
Teen Titans and X-Men
Yeah,
have so many fucking parallels.
it's true.
And the 90s Dan Jurgens Teen Titans definitely have a New Mutants vibe.
Yeah. It
Except
makes
that
you
New
wonder
Mutants
why didn't
actually lasted.
yeah, why wasn't that book able to take off in the way that a book like Generation X was, which featured mostly newer, younger mutants, with the exception of Jubilee?
Because the
I
characters
gotta think
are
about
not
that
as
one. It's an interesting theory. I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. Honestly, that. And their reason for like being Titans was like the most cockamamie shit ever.
Yeah.
They were like part aliens or some ridiculous thing. Anyway,
Yeah. That's a
ridiculous
Titans
Titans aside, yeah, Nightwing number 128 was great. Really enjoyed it. 8.5 out of 10.
Right on.
If
Yes.
only because it made fun of the Deathwing costume.
I was going to say ridiculous Titans aside, Deathwing. Now that you've vocalized how much you hate Deathwing and his costume, McFarlane's going to announce that figure next.
Oh God, I can't go on.
It's going to happen.
Just can't
But
wait.
relax. It will be the entire team released in one wave except for one person.
Jesus.
The one you want.
Yeah, and it'll be whichever one you want. That's the
can't
one
deal
that
with this,
won't be
man.
there.
Yeah. No, I don't think they would. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I don't think they would actually make a figure of a rapist. I feel like Todd McFarlane has some kind of moral ground.
I'd like to think so.
But now I'm frantically going through my mind of all the figures he's announced and seeing if there's any comic characters that have been, you know, there's murderers, there's freakazoids, there's little demons, but I don't think there's been a rapist yet. At least not that I have in my collection. Was Captain Marvel a rapist?
Marvel, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but not
what?
McFarlane didn't make a character in Marvel. Excuse me, a figure of Marvel. Yet, until he gets the Marvel license.
Yep.
Yeah, so Nightwing, I think very fun issue. I was stoked. I was looking at the art before I was looking at the dialogue, and I saw the Kandorian Nightwing costume. Like, oh my god, they're gonna have Dick dressed as like OG Nightwing. I'm so stoked. And then I read it, I'm like, oh, well, it's still fucking cool. It's still really cool. It was cool to see like Nightwing and Nightwing work together. Even though it's not the real Kandorian Nightwing, that version is probably long dead at this point. Still really cool to see. Didn't get too far with Night Might, but Haley was a bit of a nice twist at the end. This gets an 8.25 out of 10.
Good.
Yeah. First, man, I love this art so much. It's absolutely awesome. All kinds of different styles, all one artist, all put together cohesively. If you flip through it, you can find manga, like extremely detailed, quick drawing, the sketch arters, and body horror, all done super well. And then the story, and well, it's Waters. You know, you had to wonder when it was going to get fucked up. Well, here we are, and it's great. And it's just the best kind of fucked up. That's what I'm here for. Nightwing has become one of my favorite series in Waters' hands, and I hope this upward trend continues. Waters is doing wonders. 8.5 out of 10.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
All right. With that, we can get into our top 3.
Indeed. My top 3 go Detective, second place Nightwing, first place New Gods. With my favorite moment actually being in Detective, where Bullock asks Perpetuum Vita, "You know your mistake, guy?" And then Penguin, Bullock, and Batman turn and walk away together as Bullock says, "You shouldn't have fucked with Gotham." I thought that was cool.
That was so badass.
That was pretty fucking badass. And they all just turned and walked away.
It was a moment of kind of like city pride and just like badassery when Penguin was like, "No, they attacked Gotham. I'm gonna protect my city. I'm not leaving."
Sat there and looked at it like I read 3 brothers right there that fucking hate each other and will regularly get together, beat the shit out of each other, sometimes even put each other in the hospital. But God help the person outside of that group of brothers that does it, because then you've got to go up against all 3 at one time.
Yeah.
That's the feeling that I got there. You fucked with all 3
of us.
Dumb
move.
Dumb move. Gotham is the little brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's just city pride in a nutshell. Like 9 times out of 10, you hate everyone else in the city because they're annoying and they drive you crazy and they curse at you, spill fucking trash in front of your apartment. But I don't know, when you're standing up against someone else, it's like, you know what? I could put that aside because fuck
New
that
York,
other guy.
Philly, Chicago, check.
Boston.
Boston.
I reminisce about that scene in the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man. Hey, you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Jesus Christ.
Throwing cans at Norman Osborn. Fucking great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, what did you guys like this week?
My top 3 is going to be Detective Comics, Zatanna, and New Gods.
Ooh. Zatanna was very good.
Zatanna is fucking stellar.
It has been. I haven't gotten.
I didn't realize we were
this issue or the last one.
Yeah, I didn't realize we were allowed to pick ones from the honorable mentions.
No, you definitely could. It's just not often are they worth it.
By all means.
Well, yeah, because in that case,
mention them honorably.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah, no, in that case. Oh, I'm sorry, Rob. Did you give your favorite moment?
No, I'm still thinking about that. So you go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, no, in that case, third place I have Nightwing. Second place I have Robin and Batman, Jason Todd, number 2, and number 1 I have to give to New Gods and number 8. I would totally Robin and Batman, Jason Todd, number 2. Such a good issue this week, and I would love to give it to a moment from there because we got Nightwing in this issue, and he was trying to do the Big Brother thing with Jason, and it was just such a hilarious moment because Jason wasn't having it at all. But I don't know if you guys read that issue or not. So instead, I will go with a scene that made me actually laugh in the Tom Taylor book, which is kind of a rarity. But basically, Penguin, Batman, and Harvey step aside for a moment. You see them whispering. Batman's like, "No, I'm not going to allow it." And then eventually he just leaves the room, and he's like, "All right, I'm not gonna stand by for this." And because they don't say exactly what they're going to do, you already know that that guy with the streak in his hair, Ambrose or whatever, is just shitting himself. Like if Batman had to leave the room, we're fucked.
Yeah.
And he just folds immediately.
Yeah.
I love that.
And my favorite moment, I don't know why I didn't think of it. I already mentioned it, is when the Penguin said, "No, I'm not going home. They messed with Gotham. I'm helping." Right? I'm not fucking leaving. It's my city. It's a beautiful moment.
Yep.
It's the only time that the Josh actually Josh liked a Penguin story.
I didn't know you were anti-Penguin stories.
Well, the Penguin is like his least favorite villain.
Yeah, I'm so tired of him. It's like it's time for him to retire. I think this was excellent. You can fade it in the background now.
I didn't realize we had such a glut of Penguin stories. I guess I've been absent from comics.
Don't. It's just like the you have been absent 5 years. But he has. And I like him that way.
Fair enough, I suppose.
He just kind of feels like an unusable villain. But in this story, they fucking made him usable. Like, I'm not a fan of Bullock either. Bullock is just like our gruff cop. Normally, that's how he's written. Just like stereotypical gruff cop. Go.
Yeah.
And here, it's that Taylor's given him humanity and made him interesting. And there's not very many writers that have pulled that off.
Man, I gotta put you onto some Bullock stories. That breaks my heart.
There aren't very many. And for him to
I can think
make
of
me like Penguin and Bullock at the same time, that's pretty impressive.
It's a heck of a feat.
Because I am quick to complain about bullshit, and I've sensed no bullshit here.
Well, yeah, I think he did a pretty good job, but I'm not ready to crown him king of the Harvey Bullock writers just yet.
Oh, no, probably not king.
I wouldn't mind if Taylor did more Harvey Bullock stuff in the 1100s.
Yeah, I'd be cool with it if he did it. Period, man. He's good at writing these down home stories.
Yeah,
even his fantastical stories are like grounded and that was scoffing.
I don't know what you mean.
Very well. All right, then. You guys want to take a look at our favorite covers for this week, then?
Oh, yeah, let's do it. I think I already know what mine is.
We've got the gruesome gloriousness of Nightwing.
Yeah.
The classicness of Batman. Power of friendship. And not quite so friends.
No. Bitter enemies, if anything.
Bitter enemies.
I would like to know Brandon's first before I make my choice.
That's fair. Well, as much as I really, really did not like the issue, I'm a sucker for a good homage.
Yep.
What can I say? I'm predictable. So I honestly have to give it to Titans. I love that cover so much.
It is really well done.
And I don't even really think the parallels on this cover make all that much sense. I mean, Nightwing and Beast Boys do. I don't know why Starfire is a parallel for Killer Frost, but logic aside, it looks really cool, and it's such a great homage. Why the hell isn't
Troy there?
Or literally any well, I guess there's no other villains to choose from, but I'm like, you could have done Mammoth, and it would have made more sense.
I think at least
Killer Frost is there, then flip her and have Donna Troy there. It's not the villain that makes me question it.
Fire
it's
and
the
ice.
hero there.
It's fire. It doesn't even have fire powers.
I get
no, star bolts.
I know, but her name is Starfire. That's
oh my! That is that is like a fucking silly putty stretch level of a stretch.
That's a stretch
Nightwing is
Armstrong
number
stretch.
one. Donna Troy is the leader, and Garfield is the one that puts the plan together. Those should be the three people on the cover. No disrespect to Starfire, because I love her, but it should be Donna Troy on there. I feel like that was a little disrespect to Donna Troy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the cover itself,
I was like,
awesome.
if you're gonna do that, have it be Donna as the reflection and Clock King as her counter reflection. Because Clock King's whole thing is I'm not getting enough credit, and I'm the one doing the work. Just like Donna is doing all the work, but people are still like, oh, maybe Nightwing should be the leader of the Titans. So I guess that was just the Wally. But anyway,
that's a good point. Do I get the sense that you might have talked yourself out of this being your favorite cover now?
No, I still like it
it's really good.
It is still really
I
well
just
done.
Again, it's
really good.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm a sucker for an homage, and it does it very well. It just doesn't really make much sense, but I still like the way it looks.
Does it very well. Fucking bone for bone. They are posed perfect.
And I've just never seen anyone homage that cover before. Like I've seen all the other covers get, homages, fucking Todd McFarlane and Justice League and all that stuff, but I've never seen someone do Earth 2, so I love that.
All right, Rob, what do you think yours is?
Well, if it's not going to be Titans, which it very well could have been, I am going to give it to that McKelly Detective Comics cover.
That is freaking gorgeous, is it not?
It's dynamic. It gives you a sense of what to look forward to inside the issue. It's beautiful. It's McKelly. It's got everything you need.
Yep. And we've got that one's great. I like this one, but there's it's McKelly.
Yeah.
I look at that fist.
Right.
And then the wrist and the forearm and the bicep behind it. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at the way
I thought he was at his best.
Perfectly over top of those edges before it lands right on his face. He is a fucking wizard. I don't even think he owns pens. I think he has a wand. Ta-da!
Not how he. Well, I shouldn't say that. Never mind. Yeah.
How he does it so
I
fast?
think he.
Yes.
Not quite.
You're a wizard, Nickel.
Or wizard it. Anyway,
you got me so curious about what you're not trying to say now.
Because it's. I mean, it's not a rumor. Everyone kind of knows, but I don't want to spread misinformation, and it could be.
How about McKelly and reusing his poses?
More like generating them in a 3D program and tracing over them. There's a YouTube video where he outlines his art process, and I saw that, and I was never able to unsee it, and it looks good, but it's one of those things that's like there's using references and there's copying it exactly from the model. But I could be getting it wrong.
I mean, if he creates the model in there, I mean, that's like if I had the ability to draw and the ability to do that, that's how I would have to do it. I'd have to make that 3D model because I can't picture shit when I close my eyes. I'd have to make that model in some kind of a 3D program and then rotate it to know where I want it to be.
But it's one thing to use that model as a reference. It's another thing to use that model as the template that you're going to draw over.
Oh, I mean, is it different if you're the one that creates the model?
Well, you didn't really craft the anatomy.
It from scratch, sure.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why it's a little. I don't know. I gotta. Yeah. Let me stop talking now before I say something that's inaccurate. I'm gonna spread
All right, I'm just,
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
we'll
like,
I know that
every
was a little bit
video
of a
game-
controversy.
because that
every
is a
video
little
game has a 3D
concerning.
model that makes that character, and I mean, it's like somebody's created it, somebody's crafted from the ground up, and I mean, I don't think McKellion just downloaded a fucking Batman from the internet 10 years ago and has been whipping around ever since 5 years ago, and I mean, I would certainly hope not. I would hope that he's the one that made the Batman.
Yeah.
He's like, he's not Jorge Jimenez. It doesn't matter. They remind me
I
of
don't
each
know,
other.
there's parts of that bit of information that don't sound right to me. We'll get into it later. It's 9:00.
Yeah. There's a 3D quality to his stuff that lends itself to that theory, but it may not be as cut and dried as you just traces it directly. But I know that was a bit of a controversy a few years back.
Well, now I have to search it out. But before I
Yeah.
do that, let me say goodbye to everybody. Wave your hands from side to side. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We will be back next week covering all of DC's weekly releases. Same Geek time, same Geek channel. And then the week after that, the Absolute Books. And that is the show. We're getting out of here, so you'll have to as well. Be careful out there. And remember, in the Geek Matrix, everybody has a home. In the Geek Matrix, you are not alone.
Peace.
Figure gun.